Are we here?
Good evening.
I believe
and
we're
welcome
here.
to Friday Night Aces. I'm Paul, and I got some people here with me.
It's a Folks Network reunion, folks. I'm Jesse K, very loud BattleTech guy. I'll be vamping for a minute while Paul runs back to the laptop in Command Center. We got special guests sort of joining us, the folks that we wish we could bring into Folks more often, but we haven't. Henny and Joe are here, folks. Say hello.
Howdy, folks. The horrendous weather of the past few weeks has cleared, so we're able to actually make it down again. So it's nice to be back. I'm the slightly less loud BattleTech guy.
I like that a lot.
And I'm Joe. I am the world's most foremost advocate for the Outworlds Alliance. Come here from the Lakeward Periphery, out in Barrie, and I'm glad to be here. We've got this gorgeous table that I haven't seen in so long, and I'm really excited to play on it.
Happy to have you folks back. For those of you joining us from Big Red 40 Tech's channel, where he has just debuted his 3-hour opus on the Phoenix Hawk 2C, if you haven't seen it yet, you should check it out later, after this stream. If you have seen it, no spoilers. We've been setting up here. We haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but it's supposed to be amazing. Congrats to Big Red on making that release. I know he's been... I want to say he's been dying to work on it, and that makes it sound like he's been working, but no, he is almost dead. So
this guy. We recorded the Second Circuit podcast yesterday, and he said to me, the Phoenix Hawk 2C video is going live in an hour. And I spent about 2 hours looking for it yesterday.
I was off by a day.
To find
Yes.
out that it was premiering today.
I got caught up in the hype.
All right, so my audio was cut out. I fixed that real quick. Sorry for the echo there. We're still waiting for Tommy. He's finishing up some stuff upstairs. He will be joining us tonight. We have a full house. Obviously, we're going to have 4 players. I am going to act as game master tonight and call out what the Aces deck is going to do. I'm glad to have all my guys here. It's been a while since they had the family together in studio to run a game and have some fun. So I'm looking forward to tonight.
Appropriately enough, it was Thanksgiving, wasn't it? Last time we were all together?
I wasn't here for that. You guys were here and I missed
Oops.
it.
Earlier
It was
today,
us and Tommy.
Yeah, speaking of oops,
Yeah,
Paul.
Earlier today, I was getting things ready, and apparently when my mouse cut out, and I double-clicked on it to activate it again, because it kind of just did its wireless disconnect, and the mouse was sitting right over the stream button, and I didn't know that when I clicked it to activate it. And I was streaming. You guys got to saw me for about 15 minutes, setting up the camera angles and all that fun stuff. So
Yeah.
I got notified by Bezkar and by
Special
and by
thanks to Bezkar,
and
who
Jesse.
got a hold of me, I then had to call Paul from a moving subway train.
It would have been cool because you guys could have gotten to see me actually set up the game board tonight. So that's basically what I've been doing for about 45
Sure,
minutes.
but
That would
So
be
we have
really
a full
cool,
house
people.
tonight to make up for the empty studio we subjected you to earlier this afternoon.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when Paul's here on his own, man, I mean, it's about 50-50 he's wearing pants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
We got lucky, let it go.
Yeah,
Wait,
for
we're
sure.
supposed
We
to be
did not
wearing
lose our
pants?
18A rating.
Yeah, pants and socks. So
I mean, pants really are optional because you can't see us below the table, so we are COVID casual compliant.
we say Paul Schizo camera angles. Yeah. All right. So tonight, what are we going to do? I'm going to show you guys the game board. I'm going to be acting mostly as a disembodied voice tonight, as the narrator and or the Aces deck reader. And the players are going to interpret what I've read out on the cards and then make the plays. We have 2 designated game rollers because we do have the dice cam. That will be Jesse and Henny tonight. Tommy and Joe will be operating mechs and letting their dice fortunes fall to those 2 individuals as the game goes. You will also be rolling against yourselves for the Aces decks after we've determined what they're going to do. Okay, so I will go to the game board. On the game board, you can see we got some snowy terrain. Is that a hint at snowblind? No, it's not. It's just a tease. It's just a tease. But what we do have here, and I've talked about it in the past, this is the actual Scouring Sands set carved in foam, but I have made it in snow, so when we get that Aces Legacy program going, this is the extension of that, where all the box sets are going to be able to be used in anything we create. So as the box sets drop, I'm going to be creating all new forms of foam. Like I'm going to create the Snowblind when it releases in Scouring Sands theme.
He
right?
did this twice already. guys. Like this lunatic has decided to add so much extra work, and it looks great.
Yeah, the scouring snow, I believe, is you
Scouring
called it, or
Scouring
scouring sleet. It looks awesome.
Slushing snows.
Yeah.
still know
No, if it was in Canada, then yeah, it would be scouring slush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys read the little blurb, I'll go back to me for a quick sec while I'm talking here. So if you guys read the little blurb that I put into the actual thumbnail for this episode tonight, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be carrying on from the Scouring Sands campaign end. The network ended up successful and victorious in liberating Apolakkia from the cruel grasp of the Clan Jade Falcon. Any clanner's cruel, so whatever. Get rid of these guys.
I mean, yeah.
Right? And they have retreated back to one of their hideouts on, I'm going to mispronounce it,
Alyina.
Alyina. Okay? So
Alyina.
they are up in the northern hemisphere, one of these hideouts that the Echo has stashed away for them across the hinterlands, where they go to retool, resupply, and redo their repairs, and, rest and recoup, and stay out of harm's way until the mission calls them to go back to work. Now, in light of that, Clan Wolf, or the Wolf Empire as they're known now in 3152, have decided that anybody that's good enough to quell fires of Clan Jade Falcon on Apolakkia is probably somebody they need to take a look at and investigate. And what's happened here in this scenario tonight is we have the network on their base, relaxing, repairing, taking a deep breath from the events of Scouring Sands, and they are going to be hit by a reconnaissance unit from the Wolf Empire. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the game board here. How that's going to play out is, on the game board, we have 5 waypoints. Each of these waypoints are going to represent the perimeter guard duty patrol. Okay, so we have 4 mechs in the middle of the board. The 4 mechs in the middle of the board are Typewriter in his Shadow Rack. We have Glamour, the unit commander, in her Axeman. We have Furry piloting his Flashman. And we have Gremlin in her Firestarter being controlled by Henny. Okay, those are the only 4 mechs that the players have that are active to start the game. They will have to go out on patrol and check the perimeter of the base. As they activate waypoints, things will happen. They need to activate 3 of the 5 waypoints in order to activate the remaining members of their team. So the remaining members of the team that are not active to start, we have, I think it's Alchemist.
Alchemist is, yeah, Josh
Alchemist
in the Wraith.
in the Wraith is inside working on some numbers and game design. Inside
Drawing maps and building terrain.
And all that fun stuff. We got Bezkar in his Nova D. We probably think Bezkar's probably hungover.
I'm sure he's chirping away as always. He's with us in spirit.
He's on the 6-side stream chasing the Keymaster. Wasting time and just relaxing, having some time off. On the other side, we have my Charger. Who knows what Grumpy's doing? He's probably complaining about the government or something along those lines. What old people do.
Old man yells at Cloud.
Right. And then lastly, on the other side, we have, is that the Marauder?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that is
Deadbolt.
Deadbolt, and that is Adrian's Marauder. And Adrian's probably working on some tech issues or whatnot over there. Okay, so. Also, we have on the field, you can see the 2 landing pads. There are 2 cavalry attack helicopters, each of them, and I'll switch the camera angle on the other one here so you can see it from the other side. There you go. Are grounded right now. Each of those have a unit with them of Grey Death battle armor. Those units are going to be represented as, by the time you've released 3 waypoints, they're rushing to their helicopters to deal with whatever incursion may occur. Okay.
This is a routine patrol. What are you talking about, incursion?
Right.
Nothing's going to happen.
Nothing's going to happen. Tommy's so quiet today.
Agent things. Sorry. You know how it is.
He didn't want to interrupt.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
see, he knows.
Good to see you, Tommy. Thanks for playing. Tommy Gofton, everybody.
All right. With that said, I think we can roll initiative. to
Sounds
start
good to me.
things off? All right, let's
right.
go, guys.
But who are we rolling against?
Yeah, there's a good question,
So,
right? There's
roll initiative and roll for the AI. And I'll go to the dice cam.
Clan Wolf gets an 8.
Clan Wolf.
Oops.
right some mysterious sensor
Some
signature.
mysterious force.
Yeah,
Right, totally forgot that we're spoiling.
6. No, it's not my worst roll, but not good enough.
You
The
don't,
enemy
you don't
takes
have
initiative.
to commit to my bits. I have to commit to my bits.
All right, so players,
Points go to the
Maples,
hunting hands of
moving
the
units.
incest baby.
Yeah,
Alaric
so we
Ward.
know something's going on. We don't know exactly what yet. We got 4 units, and we know we need to trigger a bunch of waypoints. I assume the who's the slow? The Axeman is going to be the slowest, so we should probably
those, yeah.
Yeah, so we should probably move her first.
I'm going to say that at the moment we're just going to move the Axeman nice and easy. I don't see any blips on radar, and I think that Glamour wants to get this done as soon as possible. So we're going to... This is flimsy. This is a flimsy little...
Here, let me get. You got what? 6 on that or 8?
It's 8. Why don't you sprint me straight towards the waypoint?
I'll give you Tommy's flashman until
Awesome.
He returns.
12.
Yeah,
We'll
12
get
inches.
Glamour will sprint, and that'll get her this far.
Yeah. And I believe I have a sprint token right over here.
Cool.
So-
do you have a TMM for her?
I do.
And you may proceed to move another unit.
If we're going to do that, then, I mean, I was just handed the Flashman. I might as well use the Flashman. And I'm going to bring the Flashman. This is actually kind of far away, unless you want to take the Shadow Rack all the way over to this side. I'm going to bring the Flashman
I think the
around.
Shadow Rack will be a better bet over there just because of the jump jets.
Then I'll bring it over here.
Yeah.
This is the scary, terrifying 10E Flashman, right? So this is moving 12 inches, which basically gets me to this spot right here.
Exciting.
This has some... I don't know if I want to diagnose what this particular...
Look, it's
Not on air.
It's,
Not on air.
It's convenient for like bending around terrain and yeah.
Yeah, but
And you may move a third unit.
Okay. In that case, I guess that's the Shadow Rack.
Or the Firestarter, which I believe is also being piloted by Joe at the moment.
What's the Firestarter's move?
Correct, yes, right. 12 inches.
Yes. Shadow Rack's only 10. Let's keep
Okay.
going slower units first. We don't know when this whole thing's gonna break.
You don't know when nothing will happen.
Yeah.
All right.
So 10, get up there.
All right. Easy.
So is the Firestarter going to go for this waypoint or this waypoint?
Probably that waypoint, because we can always bring the Flashman around. This is a fast machine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
we are scrambling.
And you may move the fourth.
All right.
Firestarter.
The Firestarter will bring it. I mean, I don't want to jump on our own buildings, so let's just walk over here as close as we can to the...
It's a 12-inch move, is it?
It's a 12-inch move. So actually, why don't we just tuck it right up against the...
Yeah, you just want to we're gonna do this.
Yeah, as far as we can go, right over there.
Okay. Toss me its. TMM,
Absolutely. I didn't
please.
realize I was piloting so much of the active lance.
What can we say? You know.
Of course, we're also patrolling with a Flashman, so...
All right. Nothing going on there, guys. We can go to initiative.
Okay.
Oh my God!
All right, our mysterious invaders. Rolling a 5.
And players 5, but aces will have. No, they don't have a. No, it's still standard. So yes, reroll. My apologies.
Pass me.
Yep.
I'm glad we found a
So-
dice tray big enough for me to actually hit on camera. All right, so it looks like the deck wins again by
Yeah,
1.
By 1 point.
All right.
Okay. Well, Axeman you said was 8. Let me double check, but I believe that will get to a waypoint.
Yeah, why don't we bring Glamour right up to the waypoint?
Yep.
And this time with weapons armed, so no
Yep.
sprinting.
Can just barely do that. Game
I
Master,
feel like putting
is
your
that
back there is not a great idea.
You think? Because I mean, it's not going to be good. Well,
There's nothing around. What could go wrong?
it's a gamble.
Do we have the room to bring it up to the edge?
No, this is
Then-
about as far as it's going to go.
Then just put it like that. We'll see what happens.
Okay, Game Master, is that revealed immediately or
No.
end of turn?
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay, so that's just a +1. Sprint token is off the board.
Is there anything else? Are we moving another unit?
You may move another unit.
All right. Do we want to bring the Shadow Rack over the ridge?
Yes, I suppose we do.
All right. It's a 10-inch jump.
10
or is
inch
it a short jump?
It is a 10-inch jump.
We have. Oh, we splurged for proper jump jets on this thing. So you're getting here.
You can run underneath it, too.
Yeah, it's 10 inches either way. So we'll just do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you are. It's your Shadowhawk. We'll let you decide.
My instinct is to make it a jump, because if something else shows up this thing, I'm more interested in not getting shot than I am at shooting.
That
Done.
sounds like a good idea. So in this instance, the Shadow Rack, much like its pilot, is over the hill.
Ooh.
What? Why would you do that?
Shots fired,
That's not
sorry.
very
Yep,
nice.
that's good. I haven't seen Henny in months, and we're starting aggressive. It's
All
gonna
right,
be good.
you can go to your 4th unit, or third
unit.
Third unit here.
All right. Well, bring the fire starter 12 inches over. We will do it with a jump.
Okay.
Is that enough to make it right to the?
I don't think so.
it is.
Not
You can clear the
quite.
trees, but not
Yeah,
quite
we're
end
right
up in
about
the-
there.
Yeah.
What is chat doing right now? What are they talking about?
Chat is very excited for Snowblind.
Chat is frozen on my phone.
That's fun. Folks, they're excited to see the art for Snowblind. They like the terrain. We can't discuss anything about the development, but I can tell you that we know that the models for what's going into Snowblind are complete, and my reactions range from happy to very happy. So let's just leave that at that.
And then the 4th.
And you may go to the 4th.
All right, Flashman it is. Even with the advent of some difficult terrain, I can make it basically to here, which I will do, and I will point towards that objective because that's where we're headed next.
This is why the Flashman is such a terrifying cavalry mech.
Especially when it's got so many pieces of advanced technology.
So we have moved all 4 now?
We have.
We have.
All right, so we can start with the 1st unit. That would be Glamour.
Sure.
And flip her and reveal her waypoint.
She's revealed Waypoint Alpha.
Alpha. All right, roll me a D3.
All right. Oh, do I have a D3?
You do have a D3. A D3 is a D6 divided by 2.
I suppose.
And I'll go to the dice cam. Hold on.
Oh, sure. I will. Do you want me to?
There we go.
Rope. Here. Okay. That is a 5,
Which is a
divided
3.
by 2, which is a 3.
Okay. A savage wolf steps on the field beside the waypoint closest to Henny.
Okay.
All right. Right here.
Right there.
All right.
That's a dangerous mech.
Yes, it is.
That is a problem.
And we have typewriter.
I will activate it for you. And this is Waypoint Bravo. Yeah, you can't see. Yeah, there we go.
There we
Waypoint Bravo.
Waypoint Bravo. On the opposite side of the field, on the waypoint nearest Henny, on the other end, appears a shadow cat.
By the, by the fire starter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be nice and not put it directly in the Firestarter's rear arc.
And last but not least, we have the Flashman.
And this is Echo.
Echo.
I almost wanted to say Eta, because I always
A-
default to the Greek letters.
Puma.
Whereabouts?
Right beside you.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I will own it.
You will own it.
I did this.
Put it in base contact with the.
Oh, with the objective?
With the objective. Yeah.
This is why, when you're doing a scouting patrol, and you know the only safe direction is your own base, you put your back to the base.
To be fair, it's a flashbang. It could theoretically turn its guns around.
It's true.
Wait, that's not true. That's classic.
It's classic. All right, we will go to.
Does that one have rear
firing
fire?
phase.
Some of them have medium lasers. Can we fire a
Since
medium
the
laser?
Players lost initiative. They will go first.
All right.
Firestarter could shoot the Shadow Cat. I mean, it's all the way across the map,
I
but
don't. I mean, then it's out of range because I think that this is 42 inches as the max distance. I don't think this map is less than 42 inches across.
no, this is 4 feet. You and your
48.
freedom units.
48.
48,
Yeah.
so you're probably 44 inches
Yeah,
apart
yeah,
based
no way.
on
No shot there.
math.
The Shadow Rack has no visibility over here. So I have two options. I could fire over at that there's Savage Wolf or shoot my rear guns at the Adder, or both.
I think both, but I think the Adder is going to be the priority.
That is an Adder L variant, just so you know. So it is a 432.
I think the Adder is going to be the priority because it's going to be easier to knock out. So make the Adder the primary target, and
All
then
right.
secondary target, fire your forwards at the Savage Wolf.
Now, it's been a while, and I haven't actually run the network mechs. Or that may not be true, but this has RFA, which I believe is reflective armor. How does reflective armor manifest?
If it's if it's getting shot by something with ENE, it's half damage.
What weapons does the Adder have? Does it have ENE?
No, it does not.
That would have been clever. Okay.
It's got KCCM, Omni.
All right, so then what we're going to do is we are going to subtract our our 4 medium guns by 1 to fire them at the Savage Wolf, and then we'll fire 1 rear fire at the Adder. That is a secondary target, but we will make the Adder the secondary target because it's a much easier shot.
Okay,
Do these
that's fair.
have TMM?
Oh yes, sorry, they have TMM
Okay.
of that is a 2.
Yep,
Here,
I
I'll let you
will
grab that.
apply
Yep,
these. Yeah.
My bad. That is a 2. The Savage Wolf is also a 2. And
Cat
the
should be a 3.
what's over there?
Shadow
guys?
Cat.
Cat should probably be a
Shadow
3.
Cat is a 3.
All right. Those
Ominous Mecha, I see you in the chat there. Knee guns?
Knee guns.
Yeah. That's all. I'm probably not even allowed to say that, but just
All right, so Flashman, you're being rolled for by Henny.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, so the Flashman has a skill of 4. The target on we are in medium range, so that's another 2. The target number is 8. It has a TMM of 2. So we're looking for 8s. We get 3 pairs of dice to do it.
3 pairs? Okay.
3 pairs of dice, yeah. And then I will quickly do the calculation for the Adder as well. 4 plus short range means nothing, plus the 2 TMM plus secondary target.
All right, so I'm seeing 1/8.
1/8, so 1 damage to the Savage Wolf.
You passed me one of those markers, don't you?
sure.
Henny's got
And Henny, could you roll me 1 looking for a 7? Because to fire at the secondary target, we need a 7.
You got it.
Excellent. So then the Adder also takes 1.
All right.
Tommy coming out strong for somebody who was only here for 11 seconds.
That's why we call him the Flashman.
And the Firestarter, since I have control of the Firestarter, and we are in close range, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire 1 pair of standard guns at the Shadow Cat, which I believe is 4 plus 3, so 7s. I'm also going to fire a pair of heat dice, because we can also overheat them. So I'm going to try that. So grab me say a cool color and a hot color. And we'll make the hot color pair our heat dice. And we're looking for, what did I say, 7s?
Sorry, 1 pair of hot color? Or
1 pair of hot color and then like black or blue or something.
I think purple and
That
orange
works,
will
yeah.
work. We'll go Halloween theme.
So, yeah, looking for 7s, roll them up.
All right.
I've got a 7s on the cool dice.
Yeah,
Yes.
7s on the attack.
On the Shadow Cat. So the weapons hit, the heat misses.
Swing and a miss on the flamers.
It's cold outside, you know.
Yeah.
The flames.
We
disperse.
gotta. This has got to be more.
Which,
clear.
mercifully, at the moment when we arrived at the studio, it actually wasn't cold, which was nice.
And the Shadow Cat is now down to 3 armor, as is the Puma. And the Mad Cat Mark IV Savage Wolf has a whopping 8 left.
Do we have eyes from the Axeman to the Shadow Cat?
Oh, you know, we could probably
through trees, but yeah.
4, let's assume long range. It'll be boxcars.
Cabin of Wood, how you doing tonight? I am the disembodied voice, hiding at the end of the table, controlling the Aces deck.
Long range with trees.
Then we're looking for boxcars.
Now Glamour. I don't know. Are we counting? Yeah, because Glamour got promoted to a skill 3, I think.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
so then 11s.
11s.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Two at long?
Because that's 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus tree.
2 LRM-15s, 2 at long?
3 dice. Oh, yeah, sorry, 2 dice, of course. 3, 3, 2. The Axeman 2N. This is Adam Steiner's Axeman.
Nope.
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 No
All right.
11s. 110. Came awfully
It
close.
was worth a shot.
yeah.
All right. Is that everybody?
Yep.
Yep.
We will go to our friends in the
Could you hand me a
Wolf
marker?
Empire. All right, so we will start with
I'm
the
gonna need it.
lowest over here.
Yes, you are.
Activated is actually the Savage Wolf. The Savage Wolf wants to within 6.
It
what
has-
it can hit
it
in the
has
back.
1 target.
It has 1 target. Firing at.
The Flashman.
Yep.
Only thing you can see.
It's going to be at medium range, so it's going to be at. And I'll go back to the camera here. It's going to be at base 3, range 6, range 5. Flashman for 2 is 8s. So you can roll. What do we got here? Medium range, 5 sets of dice on
Oof.
8s, Henny.
Sorry, is it a skill 3 or skill 4?
Hey, okay.
3, 5 for range 7s.
7, sorry, my bad.
Same team.
All
I got no
right.
defense. I'm sorry.
Tommy's going to be real upset when he comes back and finds his max a smoking crater before he...
Oh, that's a lot of dice. Never mind. It is 8.
5 dice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Savage Wolf.
All right. I
Henny's
see...
rolling.
Oh, never punish.
1 hit.
1 hit. All right.
Okay. All right.
Oof.
Henny.
I told you, with Jesse and I rolling against each other, this is going to be a very low-scoring game.
All right, next is the Shadowcat. Shadowcat on 727 is going to want to, within 24, what it can hit in the rear. Nope, and it's only going to fire at one unit that it can see.
It's going to be the Firestarter.
And ironically, the deck wants to attack by an ally this turn on the next if and. So that will bring it up to base 3, range 5.
5s.
5s, yep.
Should be 5s.
Is it me?
Yeah.
All right.
It's
How many pairs of
And
dice?
medium range, 4 sets of dice.
Oh, man. Bye, Gremlin. Sorry.
This is why you don't send the Firestarter out alone.
It's a recon mech. It's what you gotta do.
So, Cabin of Wood, to touch on what you just asked there.
All right. 3 hits on poor Gremlin.
There is no armor, but there are no crits.
Yeah, she's
All
still
right.
up. She's still up.
The Aces deck traditionally gets more difficult to beat the more players you have involved, especially if the skill level of those players is high. The better players you have sitting at the table together, they start correcting each other, right? You've probably seen Josh and I do it, Tommy and I do it, Jesse and I do it. One of us interprets it one way, and then the other guy tweaks it a little bit. And we really got into a habit for a very long time is we wanted the Aces decks to beat us. So we really, really tried hard to make sure we always made the best moves for it. So the more people you usually add, it's like a hive mind, it gets more difficult.
Yeah.
It's one of those things bizarrely immune to too many cooks spoiling the broth. I don't really know what it is. Just an odd quirk of the Aces deck.
All right, so last but not least, the Puma, 848. What can the Puma see over there?
I can see the Flashman's rear.
Let's see what the card says. Maybe it wants to shoot at the
It
axis.
really
I think it's
only
its
has
only
it.
valid target.
Within 6, what it can hit in the back.
Yep.
Yep.
So you get +1 dice.
So it's at 4 at short range, so it's gonna be 5 sets of dice.
What skill is it?
Does it have
Skill
any?
3.
Does it have any overheat, Paul? I believe that's a heavy laser
yeah,
variant.
that is a 5. I should check that. That is a good call, Henny.
This is a
OV1.
perfect example of what we're talking about. The more people at the table, the more of those little things
Yeah,
you find.
if target number is 5 or less, use maximum OV. So it's going to overheat by 1. So
Okay.
it's going to roll 6 dice into
It's gonna roll.
Furry's back.
How much does it have at short normally?
4.
Okay, so that's including the
Yeah.
rear fire.
It's
All
still
right.
a lot of dice, but yeah, it would be worse if it was a Kodiak.
In the era where the Flashman 10E is running around, I'm expecting Clan Mechs to throw 7 at me.
Before you roll, whatever happens here is Henny's fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on me. Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, we're about to see a 35-ton mech do as much damage as the Savage Wolf did, so.
Pocket assaults.
I mean, the Savage Wolf swung and a miss, actually. All right, let's see.
A lot
I
of high
see a
numbers.
whole lot of 10s there. Yep.
That's all in.
6 points.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That Clanner is eating good.
And he's probably not cold anymore either.
No crits yet,
No, I
No
mean,
crits?
a lot of armor.
and that
One
is
armor to go.
the turn.
Okay.
All right.
And we will go back to initiative here.
Okay. I will give you your TMM shit back.
How did I end up with all the dice?
I took mine out of the tray. It was hard to
You're smarter than I am.
figure out. Well, you know.
I'm going to keep the Shadow Hawks.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
with
keeping
me.
the ones over here.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, Firestarter, I guess, would trigger a waypoint. I don't know if we... Oh, no, it's not close enough.
Yeah,
It's not close enough. That's what happened there.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't realize. Oh, that's right. We weren't close enough. I can't see over the ridge there, but I
Yeah.
guess I can use the camera.
It will get there. All right. Initiative, Aces -2.
For the puppies. 10.
Jeez, those dice, man. I don't know.
That's Snake Eyes. Was that? That's a.
No. One of the dice is a 2. That is almost double a Snake Eyes. That's BattleTech, baby.
All right, so the players have activated 3 waypoints, so they do have a pair of helicopters that are now getting ready to take flight. They have Beskar out of the Loo and into his Nova D. They have the Wraith activated, the Marauder activated, and the Charger all activated.
All
this
right,
turn.
Grouchy's waking up.
So you've got a total of 8 units, and they have 3, so you're going to be moving 2 to begin.
Okay. Should I put these on the stand, or are they good for now?
You can put them when they take off.
Okay, when they take off. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to say we wait for the helicopter because the helicopters, I believe, are carrying Grey Death power armor, battle armor. We could wait until the adder moves and then drop it on them.
Yep.
I don't want to move the. I would say let's bring the Shadow Rack around first. It's a big gun, and we want to kind of finagle the Flashman somewhere safe, or the Axeman.
Or we want to maybe think about jumping Gremlin into some semblance of cover
Well, we
because
can
she's very
jump it
exposed
back
in
to
trouble.
base.
That's
I mean, let's leave Gremlin to later in the initiative order, I think. But yeah, I think an obvious one is get that Shadow Rack pointed.
Yeah.
Like it's got enough armor that it could take a volley, and we want that 4 in the game. So let's get Typewriter back in this.
Whereabouts, roughly?
Maybe on this. Can it make it onto this hill, where it's going to have some cover from stuff over
Do
here?
you want to jump it up there?
Yeah, I think so.
Because
Right?
I mean, we can get it here if you want. That's a good.
Does that give it cover from the Savage Wolf?
Currently, yes, but not.
How much? Savage Wolf moves what? 10?
yep.
The Savage Wolf is a 10.
Is a 10. So the furthest it's coming out is sort of near to there. So yeah, that's not really cover, is it?
No.
Nope.
But it's not an easy shot to make, and honestly, it will draw heat
So
away from
the Savage Wolf
Yeah.
can go to here, but it would probably still actually be partly covered.
I
No,
did
we-
miss
we-
that.
we-
Is the charger online?
Yeah, charger's on.
Then
everybody's activated. You
I
put
say we
3
bait it
waypoints
out.
up.
If the Savage Wolf does come this way, the charger will come around and have
So
some fun.
what you're saying is Jesse and Paul are going to come out and try to draw fire away from Tommy.
I mean, that sounds like fair to me.
Yeah.
All
right.
You did miss. Tommy Gofton has joined us. Welcome to the board. Finally.
Do you want to give him? Do you want to give him what's left
Your
of his map?
flash.
We'll see until I'm not.
Your flashman got absolutely.
Your Flashman
murdered
got
It's not
on
murdered
turn
yet.
1. It's got
not,
1 armor left already.
It's still here. It's fully functional.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
just
that's
losing.
fine.
Your,
So you
your
guys have
Flashman's
moved 2?
heavily losing.
It's
against
not the
the
Highlander.
Joker.
We have moved 1.
I didn't realize we were moving 2.
Yeah.
Bring the
Yeah.
Axeman around. Bring it to a better firing position.
Hatchet man.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Hatchet
8.
That's 8. Yeah.
And yeah, we're just heading this way.
Yep.
man. Well, we got a whole bunch of people
Easy.
here, huh?
Evelyn is going
We
to.
do, we
what?
do.
She's the 1 with 8, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
it's a
going
That's a
down?
100-year-old design there.
Yep.
All right. First up for the Aces deck is going to be the Savage Wolf at 542. On aggressive. So you guys are going to interpret what I read here. Okay. So it wants to, if there are any activated enemies within 24 and no unactivateds within 12, and this unit has no line of sight to any enemy.
That is a no.
That's a no. So this is a missile boat variant, so it's looking to possibly take cover and indirect
Right.
fire, right? So balanced. If there are any activated enemies within 24.
Nope.
Nope. So it's going to go to cautious. Zone nearest, I believe that would be the Flashman
Yeah.
or the Firestarter, maybe.
What's the
Well,
size of the zone?
Beskar's
Just
active
nearest.
now,
The
but he hasn't
absolute nearest.
activated.
Yeah.
Paul wouldn't let me do the decks tonight.
No. Denied. Ground or jump if needed. It wants line of sight to no enemies, no unactivateds within 12, cover from as many greater enemies as possible while moving closer to that target.
It's
Actually,
gonna-
closest to Beskar.
yeah.
Yeah, it's going to get closer and tuck in behind the hill.
Yeah, it's gonna-
and be a sneaky devil.
You know, honorable Clan Wolf doing stuff like parking in cover where nobody can see you.
As Wolf Empire, they don't count.
All right.
That's a very Covenant World thinking of you there.
I like the Covenant
I
worlds.
love the Covenant
They have
worlds.
a beautiful color scheme.
Yes, they do.
So, would he want to go here behind the trees?
I say so.
Okay. And which way do you want me to face him?
Out towards the whole field, I would say. I wouldn't leave it open just in case.
That's
that
why
goes-
I'm
Yeah,
asking
it
this
wouldn't want to
question.
leave itself exposed to a rear
Yeah.
attack early.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So I honestly think what it would probably do would actually be to come into here. Because
move
that's
closer.
It
going
wants
to
it
provide
wants to be out of line of sight if it can. So it wants to be out of line of sight.
Out of line of sight first.
Oh, the line first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe he goes back there and turns his back towards the hills because it doesn't want to risk exposing itself to Gremlin.
It wants to keep a forward-facing firing
Because she's
arc, though,
underage.
because it can fire indirectly at its target of choice,
Yeah.
which is the Nova D.
The Nova D. So it would be able to go
what
to
do we-
about
what do we-
there. I think that's the only place it's going to be out of line.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's within jump range of that Nova is the only thing.
Love those snow-covered trees. Yeah. No.
No,
as
that
always,
Nova can
terrain
get
works
behind
on
it.
this board.
So we're going to do it like that so that the Nova can't get behind it.
Okay.
Cool. And flip that waypoint token that it just walked past.
Oh, yeah?
Activate it. Okay.
Activate it.
Charlie.
What is it?
Charlie.
That would be appearing over there, a Ryokan TC.
Oh, that's the 2-keyed variant.
Yeah.
All right.
Could be worse. Could be a skinwalker. Okay, is the Aces only moving that one this turn? We're back to players?
It has to move now because it is lowest, so it wants to. If the ideal red is activated and the unit can move within 12 of it. Red here in this instance on A would be objective, which it does not have. It has lowest TMM. What's the lowest TMM?
The
Avalon.
Axeman.
The Axeman.
There's no way it's
no,
getting
that is
over
not
there.
true. So we are going to go to if there are any activateds within 30.
Yes,
that
the
is
shadow, activated within 30.
Yep.
That would be the
Oh,
shadow.
sorry,
So
yeah.
Shadow
first
Hawk.
within 12, then within 18. I don't see anything within 12.
No, this is not 18.
We're
What's
not
within-
actually within 30 as well for the shadow.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so then move
So
to
no,
cautious.
it's going to cautious.
Yep.
Zone nearest. So
What
it's
about
gonna,
what about that guy in there?
Beskar has an activated.
It was originally keying off an activated within
Activated.
30.
Yeah.
So it's going to activate off Beskar, which is the nearest. Jump. It wants line of sight and range to target. 12 inches wants to say 12 inches from the target. Occupy woods or cover. Cover from as many greater enemies as possible.
I don't think it can get line of sight and cover and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
It's,
the
that's
highest
it's a
priority
12?
was line of sight.
Line of sight and range to target.
So then it's going to have
And
to
then
forsake
stay
cover.
12 away from it if you can.
I'm not even sure it can
Is
get
it
line
move
of
12 or
sight.
10?
12. Sorry, the movement on it is 12.
Yeah.
Jump 12?
It doesn't jump though.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, it doesn't
Oh,
jump.
it doesn't
yeah.
it's
jump?
a Stormcrow.
Yeah, some of them do, but yeah, like one of them does, I think. That's not getting where it needs to get line of sight on Beskar then. There's no way.
So it wants cover from as many enemies. It wants to move close. It wants to move closer.
It's
to
buddying up to the Savage Wolf.
Yeah, it's coming
Yeah.
up to the savage.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Yep. So we'll put him here.
Not
Alright,
that.
and-
Not that way. No, you can put him there. Just don't rotate him that way. Because one's back exposed to this guy over here.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And if he wants out of line of sight, he can go in front again.
Yeah, I would go here, but just park it.
I'm trying to keep him out of the jump range of Beskar if Beskar decides to get
Oh.
really frosty.
Well, I don't
Which
think-
I'm controlling Beskar, but Beskar, if you want to give me the nod on if you want to get really frosty or if you want to play it safe.
How many do we move now?
So
I'm not looking at the
they
chat, by the
currently
way, so that'll
have
require Jesse's input.
unmoved 2 on the board,
Yep, and
and you guys are sitting at 6. So you're gonna
6
move
of
3
3 of them. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so now
Yeah.
let's
I appreciate
pull,
that, Charles.
Let's pull Gremlin in. I think that's at this point we should probably pull Gremlin back to base.
Sure. We're going to leave it. Oh, but the Shadow Cat might trigger that waypoint. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, she's basically going to. Could she jump, Henny?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Firestarter.
Look, I always want to double check. There's Omni variants of it. I don't know. The Firestarters.
The Omni variants of the Firestarter can jump too.
Firestarters can get pretty crazy. She ducks into there. She's going to put her. Actually, let's put her back right to the building.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a fire starter?
Yep.
Is it a
Twisted.
twisted fire
Yeah,
starter?
There you go.
Oh my God.
Let's get some
Yeah, it's
MTV up in here. What's her TMM?
Finally, a reference I don't get.
Prodigy.
Well, you know, Joe, back in our day, they used to show music on television. What's
And now they don't show MTV
2
at all.
with a jump.
2 with a jump?
I got
Yeah,
killed by
so
YouTube.
3.
Yeah, but MTV went off the air like a month ago. Like
Yep.
they closed shop recently.
I mean, they haven't played music
Killed by the
videos
tube.
in decades.
Hey, Beskar says
All right.
full throttle into Valhalla with me.
Why don't
Okay.
we bring the
Nice.
First
Marauder?
Australian donation. Hey, oh.
Yeah, I think the Marauder coming around to provide some fire support is probably the play.
Right that way.
Can it? No, it doesn't have the move to get to those trees there.
Not to the trees, but like, should we focus
Yeah.
in on that side of the board or this side of the board?
I would try to get it over this way.
This side of the board is looking pretty dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So then why don't we bring the Marauder around, basically just to like here, and have it able to fire kind of
Sure.
this whole fan.
Yeah.
Just project a firing arc.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sure. I don't have its card. What's its?
It's
8.
a TMM 1.
Yeah, it moves 8, it's TMM 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Cool. To the Aces deck. Aces deck next up is going to be the Shadow Cat, ironically. On aggressive.
Oh, hold on. We moved 1, 2. We need to move.
yeah,
a
you
third.
can move one more. One
We
more.
need to
One
move
more.
Oh.
a third.
Go back. We'll go back.
Chucks. Okay. Get Grumpy.
Charger?
Yeah, get Grumpy out there. Grumpy want to just start. Is there somewhere you can sprint into cover?
Well, it's got
I'm
guns.
not
You've
a
got
coward.
guns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also got a sword.
Yeah. But how far do you move?
I don't know if you've seen Pacific
do you move?
Rim.
I don't have the chart. I
have-
believe it's 12.
12.
No, he's 10. He's 12 if he gets his TSM
TM.
going, but he
Let's
doesn't have it
let's
yet.
head here. We don't need to take fire from here, but let's see if the adder wants to
Well,
even try.
I
and
mean, we
play.
can probably put him at least in a tree.
Yeah. Let's do, yeah, we can
Oh.
do that.
That would be my play. There
Done.
we go. Yeah.
Thank you for the gifted membership,
Charger in a tree.
Cabano Wood.
Team M2.
I was just going to say I'd like to call out that Beskar, at the end of the last D&D stream we did, gifted 10 memberships for my character to burn a tree with a dryad in it. And I did. So thank you, Beskar. We didn't get a chance to thank you because you dropped them right when the stream ended. But I just want to call you out here because you are an Omni viewer, Omni supporter of all of our channel stuff here.
Thank you for supporting us, Beskar, and thank you for facilitating those
Yeah,
racial crimes.
we're a bigamual channel. Like
There
we
you
like
go.
to BattleTech and D&D. And Beskar is a bigamual. All right.
We like to torment you, Busker. At least I do.
It's not a torment at all. It's I'm thanking him.
Torment you. I'll continue to be mean. They're
We like to
nice.
torment you by
They're
having
nice.
Paul's
I
face
will
the
be-
biggest out of everyone.
Yeah.
From the way he's donating, it sounds like Beskar likes tormenting you.
Yeah, I know he does. So the Shadow Cat is next.
Yeah.
It wants. If the ideal yellow is activated, the unit can move behind it. Yellow, according to the command deck, is the highest armor.
Now, may I ask?
Ooh.
You are within 2 inches of the waypoint.
You don't know anything yet.
You don't know anything about the
Okay.
waypoint. What's the move on the Shadow Cat?
Shadow Cat is a 16-12.
With 16,
Highest armor.
it is
probably the
technically,
Charger, right?
yeah, it is technically behind the Charger.
Yep.
And with the 12, it could even expose itself to.
Fuzzy. All right, next. I'm going to go back to the board while I grimace.
So the Charger
So yes,
right
it could,
over here.
it could technically move behind the unit with the.
Okay, so it's going to be aggressive.
All right.
Okay.
So zone within 20. The line of sight and range to the ideal activated yellow. So can he? Is it activated?
Yep.
Yep.
There we go. So it's going to come after me, of course.
Mhm.
Grounder jump if needed. Move behind the target. It wants to be in as few enemy line of sight and range as possible. It wants to occupy woods and/or cover from the greatest number of enemies.
It wants to be there instead of up on the
Yeah.
hill because it doesn't mind getting shot by an Axeman, but not a
I mean, I'm wondering, is there a position here it could get itself into where it's technically behind, even if it's not
Yeah,
rear
it's already
arc,
behind me.
but
technically,
can't
right?
take any fire from any of our...
It would be
It
able
would
to
get, it would get cover from everybody.
Shadow-
It
Shadow-
wants cover. It doesn't say it wants.
then there, yeah.
This
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah, you think? All right. Oh.
absolutely.
Well, otherwise it's taking fire from the Marauder and the Axeman
Yeah.
and possibly the Shadow
Yeah.
Rack.
Like,
All right.
it'll still take it there, but it's literally got cover from
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Now, right?
Yep.
Okay, I got tokens for it. We need a jump, and I'm imagining a 2.
3.
Oh, yeah,
3.
Joe, you're the token man.
I am the token man.
And then we can activate that waypoint over there. What do you got?
Oh, good.
Should be D, right?
Delta.
That is Delta.
That would be another Puma
Oh.
Whereabouts?
appearing on
At
that waypoint
Delta.
over there.
Okay.
All right.
And that Puma wants to move now, so it is.
They activate immediately?
Yeah.
It's a 10 move.
If the unit can move behind the nearest activated enemy, that is true.
Does that version have jump jets?
It's an L as well, so it's a 12J.
Yeah, it's moving behind
So
the...
range any, it wants line of sight and range to the nearest unit. Get behind the target in as few enemy line of sight and range as possible. Occupy woods and/or cover from as many enemies.
It can do it. I don't think if it's keying off of the Firestarter, it's not going to get an ideal shot, but it will be safe if it jumps up on the
Yeah.
on that plateau over there.
Yeah, we can jump it up on the other side of the plateau there. Yeah.
Give me directions.
It wants cover, right?
Yeah. wants
it
cover,
wants
so
to
make
be-
sure
it
it's
wants to be,
half
like,
covered.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that effective a place for it to go, but it's
I'd move him back from this direction.
Yeah.
It wants cover from me as well, right?
Yeah.
Even though it's behind me, move him closer to the other edge. That's all. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now it's got cover from everybody, right? Because it's cover from there, even though
Yep.
the flashman hasn't moved yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we get a TMM for him and 2 jump tokens, please?
Yeah. I'll-
TMM2 and a J.
Team M2 and a jump. You said 2 jump tokens?
Yeah, one for the Shadow Cat.
Of course.
Super thrilled to have all these D&D people talking D&D in our BattleTech channel.
Oh, don't be jealous.
This is how
focus on
cross-contamination happens.
focus on your game.
Cross-contamination. Cross-pollination. I don't know why I said...
All right. So that. What do you guys have left to move?
We have everything.
Move it all.
We have the 2... Well... Ooh, we got a lot.
Wraith has got to move.
You saw the Storm Crow, so you thought of Salmonella when you said
Wraith has got to
cross-contamination.
move. Flashman has got to move.
You have to move everything.
We
They
got
have nothing left.
Yeah,
Chop-
Beskar, Choppers.
choppers, and I guess is the Savior repair vehicle technically on the?
Yeah, it's moving. It takes 3 turns to deploy the Bane.
Ah, okay,
and
it's doing something.
So we don't move it right now?
Not yet.
Okay. So the easiest question for now is where are we putting the helicopters? So the hardest question for now is where are we putting the helicopters?
B, you are 10J. You cool if I put you here to target the Puma?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm asking you to check the chat because I said Beskar, but yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Beskar said Valhalla, baby.
That's probably the least Valhalla move that he could make. So I say go for it. It's simple.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's satisfying.
it's
the
fairly
conditions.
short range with a...
You're charging into combat, but
Yeah.
not killing them.
With that in mind, the Wraith's online too, right?
Yes.
Why don't we just pop the Wraith behind it and see how many...
Yeah, the Wraith would be 14J.
Oh, yeah, I can get behind easy.
mm-hmm.
I can eyeball the distance of a Wraith jump.
Oh yeah, Wraith is going right to the waypoint.
Bring it as close as you can. Bring it as... yeah, just...
Yep.
Let's get some short-range damage in there.
Get me some TMM tokens for the Nova D and the Wraith, please.
That's 2 and a 3.
Okay, that is for the Nova.
Mm-hmm.
And the Wraith, we need
And
a
I'll get
3 and a
you
J.
couple of jump tokens.
Yeah.
All right. Over here, we have 2 helicopters. What do we want to do with these helicopters? These are...
I don't need an extra jump, but you can hang on
These
to
are
it since apparently
modest.
we're going to probably need them.
They're not even snipers, but they're actually reasonably hard to hit. They hit kind of hard. I actually just kind of want to hover as...
Well, the flashbang needs to move too.
Flashbang needs to move as well.
Has that Puma moved?
No, this is the last thing for them to move.
Yeah, so I don't want
Why
We
don't
got to move all ours anyway,
Yeah.
right?
Why don't...
to... I don't want to throw our chopper and battle armor away on that, then it just dodges out of the way.
Well, what I was going to do is put it somewhere in like medium range on the very edge of the board here, fire in on the corners, and bring this inward so that if it wants the damaged mech, it has to come after it and into the line of fire with our
Okay.
our assaults.
I'm all for that.
So I'm gonna activate the.
Yeah, that's
Scott sauce.
That's Scott sauce. That's lift.
Yep. So lift is over here. Hopefully hopefully it doesn't get shot out of the
Wait,
air.
the chopper's called Lift?
That's,
Yep.
that's his call sign.
And then
Well, it's actually
we'll bring
Scott sauce because he's the hot sauce.
Scott Sauce I'm happy with.
Scott.
Lift
Yeah.
is...
cover for over
Lift
here.
is his character's call sign.
We've got tree cover from the Shadow Cats if they feel like doing that, or I could just bring it here. More cover. And the other helicopter, which is closer to Tommy, if we're going to use it as a weapons platform, we have to bring it to medium range of something. I don't know if we want to do that, but if we do you want to bring it over there and behind those 2 snipers?
Can we even get that far?
Oh yeah, they move 20 inches. There's cavalry attack helicopters, right?
Yep.
20 inches.
Oh, here. Tommy's not activating anybody, so you can... There's those.
You pass me that
That's
flight
one of
stand.
Sure.
20 gets this chopper. Folks at home, I hope you can see this. 20 gets this chopper over here. So technically the Shadow Cat... No, technically they both could still shoot it. I'm nervous about
Behind
that.
them.
Who placed those mechs up there like that?
The Aces decks.
Aces deck.
They wouldn't be
They lost
that
initiative.
that rotation, though.
No, they yeah, because there was no
They-
units there.
They
No-
were trying to shoot over here.
Yes.
These weren't
They can
there at the
still shoot
time.
over there with
Their
what-
only thing they could see was Paul.
See, this is why I need to run the Aces decks. They would not turn that way with this guy sitting here.
Still in the front.
No, there's a rear arc shot right here. No 180 on this. They would have rotated
Well,
slightly.
that's the Puma's rear. It can still hit the Axeman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the Axeman wasn't... I don't
Shadow Cat
This is
might
how
not
Fox
be
does
able
it,
to.
guys.
They're in the rear in that they're out of the primary arc, but they're not in the they're not in the rear to do extra damage or anything.
No.
That's not the point.
Okay. Oh, yeah. And you got some 4s for these choppers?
So
I got 4 from well,
Yeah,
me,
he
this
should
one.
have one over there.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I've got one's already on it. Okay.
All right.
That's all movement done?
Well, we got the other adder.
Adder? Where we go?
who is
808. Here we go.
Delaney, we do
it
have an
wants to-
idea which forces are in Snowblind. I don't think it's been publicly released yet, though.
Next week.
Blue is a safe bet.
Next week.
All right.
Next week, Josh Dirkson's going to be here, and we're going to show a bunch of stuff from Snowblind for the first time. So tell everyone in the world to come join us next Friday.
If the ideal blue is activated and the unit can move to attack it without being in any activated enemy's range in line of sight, blue being here the highest movement.
Ominous Mecha, they have revealed enough that, yes, there will be Joiner and Denier Ghost Bear forces in Snowblind, and there is also a Pirate
all
force.
the mechs were released as well on Tuesday.
The list of them,
The
yeah.
list of them, yeah.
The highest move on this board would be the Wraith.
Yeah.
So that is true.
No, it would be
No.
the helicopters.
Helicopter.
Oh, yeah,
we
helos,
can
sorry.
move behind it.
Yeah.
No.
No, we couldn't.
Okay. If the ideal blue is activated, then yes. So it's unbalanced. Range 16. It wants line of sight and range to the closest activated blue. Highest move.
It wants to get in close with the choppers.
He's playing with Scott.
This is what I was
There we
worried
go.
about.
It wants to stay out of as many enemy arcs as possible, so it's probably going to come down.
Yeah, it's
into
gonna tuck itself. Nice
It's
and
going to
safe
come
over
in
here.
safe over here. It wants to move closer to the target. It wants no unactivateds within 12. Look at that.
Oh, if it wants no unactivated within 12, but that's lowest
This
priority.
is the last unit to move.
Yeah, and
in.
everyone's activated.
Everyone's
It's fine.
activated. Right. Okay. Before we go to the firing phase, any units in medium range with line of sight to a clan mech, go one by one, starting on each side of the board. The Puma over there. Is somebody that can see it within medium range?
Yeah.
Yes, cool. It's swarming with elementals. Shadowhawk swarming with elementals.
All right.
What else can you see over there? You cannot see the Savage Wolf. You cannot see the Stormcrow. And
Elementals are not going to be able to get to the...
Lift does a little shriek and goes, "Oh my God, it's got elementals on it."
Okay.
Okay.
No, yeah, they're not swarming the unit. They're swarming on the mech.
They're on the
Oh,
mech. Yeah.
okay. All right. We didn't just get
We
auto
use
swarmed
confusing
by,
termination or
elementals.
terminology.
Okay. Players
Possibly
lost
termination.
initiative, so they can shoot first.
Yippers.
All right.
All right. Well,
Well, Wraith and Nova over here are both going to get some rears. So if Wraith can get rear bonus damage on this Puma Adder, Bezkar's Fancy Nova can get rear on the Shadow Cat.
or do we want to combine and try to make a Puma blow up?
You see how the Puma,
Yeah.
you see how much damage the Wraith does to the Puma first,
Right.
and then you figure it out.
Okay, who's got the Wraith card?
The Wraith card is over here.
I believe.
Are we at short?
Tommy?
I think I
We are
I
short.
requested
believe so,
short.
yep.
So 3 at short is plus the rear bonus, so 4 damage into the rear.
4 dice. Am I rolling these?
Yeah, and we're looking for 7s because 4 plus a jump.
Oh, bear with me.
4 plus a jumping TMM2 max. Sorry,
We'll get to the dice cam.
Yep. Looking for 7s, you said?
looking for 7s.
1, 2, just 2.
2 damage in.
And then we got to roll
And
a
this is on
high-low
who?
for the elementals, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
In a moment. This is on who the
On the Adder.
new
the new
adder.
adder,
Yeah,
yeah.
New
but
adder,
some of
right.
that damage might
So
go to his battle
roll
armor.
2d6 on a 5/6. It may hit the elementals.
1 hits the elementals, 1 hits the
Yeah,
armor.
1 and 1.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even think. Does that show up on camera? Can I do that?
What?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's
There's a
pretty
Davian
Oh,
launch.
that's a nice watch.
yeah.
Davian launch.
That's a good house.
Sweet.
That's a good good
Yeah.
watch there.
That's
All
good
right,
watch.
who's next to fire?
Why not? Well, now that we know,
Will be the Nova, and I think the Nova's probably going to go into the Shadow Cat
Yeah.
based on what we know there.
Yep.
So it's going to be 4 points into the Nova's rear, into the Shadow Cat's rear, and Beskar is a skill 4, I believe, or has he bought himself up?
Beskar's up to 3.
Beskar's bought himself up to 3.
still 7s.
I know what you're doing.
All right.
Pass me the dice
Including the
scooper.
jump is a 7?
Sure.
Yes, because it's 1 lower this time.
Ooh.
That's a bit of a better roll.
Oh, never mind. It's already there.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
what's
see
taken care of.
3.
Oh, did you roll for Beskar?
Yes.
Okay.
I see 3.
Who's this on?
3 into the Shadow Cat.
Yeah. And roll your
Roll
high
your
lows.
3d6.
Yep. And use purples for folks watching at home.
And he wants one more.
And one more.
So yeah, we need 1 more.
1 and 1 so far.
No, 0.
No, 0 and 1. It's 5 up.
It's 5 up.
1.
Just
more.
1d6. 1d6.
Oh, sorry.
So 1 to the
So
elemental.
2 and
It's
1.
on the Shadow Cat, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Shadow Cat's here.
Good job, Beskar.
It's like having extra hit points.
Basically,
All
yeah.
right.
That's, yeah.
It's a blade of armor.
From here-
Temporary hit points.
We need to decide what else can see what. So these two are out. The Marauder, can the Marauder see the Shadow Cat? I believe we worked out that it would with cover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's got partial.
50%?
I wouldn't say he's got 50% there.
You would say?
He's because he's up 3 levels,
Mhm.
and he's got 2 levels in between. I don't think he can see him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll take the Shadow.
We definitely have the Shadow Hawk, and we
Yep.
definitely have the Helo can see.
Oh, and the that guy.
Cavalry.
Axeman.
Mm-hmm.
Glamour.
And, yeah. Glamour
can
can
make
see
a shot at the Adder.
Yeah, the Glamour can see the Adder.
The
All right.
Glamour.
Which one are we doing first?
I would say let's do Glamour to see which one
Yep.
is more hit by the end of this, and where we'll dump the Cavalry.
Sure. It is just barely medium range.
Okay.
Happy about that. Oh, I don't have... Right, I have the Shadowhawk, who's got the Axeman.
I've got the Axeman here. Is this, and it's a skill 3 for the Axeman? We work this out?
Yes, I believe so.
All right. So The Axeman is 3 plus the TMM of the Adder, which is 2, plus the tree, which is 5, and plus the tree, which is 6, plus the jump, which is 7, plus medium range.
So nines.
Nines.
How much dice is the Axeman throwing at medium?
3 dice.
3 dice looking for 7s. Or 9s. 3 dice looking for 9s.
Unless we want to overheat, which I don't think we do.
No.
No, not a 9.
I see one.
I see one. Yep.
Yep.
Which adder is this? The back one?
Yeah,
The one that we've
so
been
we're going to roll high-low on the elementals again.
Mm-hmm.
That's a low,
All
so
right.
that's hitting the adder.
How much damage have we put into the Adder?
2 points so far.
2 points. So
It's got 2 armor left, 2 internal.
So same on the same has gone into the Shadow Cat. The adder's elementals have taken more fire.
That's a question you're going to have to answer.
Let's,
Oh, did you already answer it?
yeah. Shall we fire across with the Shadow Rack? Can we hit with the Shadow Rack, just given how high the numbers can go?
Delaney, yes. I believe that the infant battle armor on an Omni-Mech can dismount and do an anti-mech attack on the same round.
Yes, so to
is
answer your
correct.
question, I was waiting for them to figure the modifiers before I answered Delaney. Yes, the can dismount up to half its movement and enter base-to-base contact to perform an anti-mech attack.
We actually had a player do that in the Aces Legacy play test just the other day. They dismounted and immediately put stuff into the head of a Phoenix Hawk. Way to go, Stuart.
I don't think the Shadowhawk can viably hit anything.
Okay.
We're looking at like 13s to hit.
All right.
Just unless you're not skill 4.
Yeah, skill 3.
Skill 3 plus
you're
your
looking at
jump is
boxcars.
5 plus, let's say, the jump, the cover, and then long range would bring us to 11s. So it's either boxcars on the Shadowcat or 11s on the Adder. We might as well go for 11s on the
You
Adder.
might as well go for 11.
You have long range shot on the Shadow Rack.
The Shadow Rat, no, it doesn't have
Then
long range.
Not a
That is
zero
Medium
star?
only.
No.
No
it's a
alarms?
move
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
It's
Dun,
a
dun, dun, dun.
it's a rack 2 and some SRMs and 2 medium
Okay.
lasers.
Helicopter it is. Let's shoot the Adder.
Okay.
What do we got at medium on the cavalries?
2.
Are they 2?
2.
Yeah.
So 2,
No, you can go
4,
for it. I've rolled for a while.
4, 6, 7s. 4, 6, TMM, 9s.
Swing and a miss.
Okay.
I got an 8. Sorry about
And
that.
then over here we have a short range shot. Looking for 6s because short range 2 dice, or 2 shots looking
Can't
for
wait to
6s.
see him on that angle. Yeah.
1 hit.
Henny. All right, roll high low,
Yeah, high-low.
or not high low, but yep.
Low.
Hits the other Adder for 1 damage.
So both adders have lost half their armor.
All right.
I appreciate the symmetry of that.
I don't think we have any other shots short of. Do we have any other LRMs kicking around?
I don't believe so.
Not on the Charger?
I don't think so. You
No,
sacrificed.
ENE.
Yeah.
Is it an ENE Charger? I don't have the sheet.
It's a
in front of me.
3KR, but it's a modified 3KR.
Oh, okay. So there's no. LRM
Gave
with
up
it.
the LRMs for the hatchet and the TSM, I believe, is
Got
what
it.
Paul did.
Okay.
That's the player's shots.
Yep.
Player shots? Okay. We are going to go to the Aces decks. The first is to shoot will be the Ryokan TC. It wants within zone 6. What it can hit in the back? Anything?
I don't think it can.
I don't think it has a shot, to be
Yeah.
honest, if the TC is all direct fire.
It struggled to make eyes on the target it wanted, and then we
Yep,
moved away.
Okay, we're
so
good. So that
Can
is
it not
over.
shoot the helicopter?
Oh yeah, it can.
Oh, absolutely,
It can
this'll-
definitely shoot
yeah.
the helicopter. Yes. So then it's going to go red on the command list. But again, it's going to be firing 2 sets of dice at long range. It's going to be at it's the Ryokan, yeah. So he's going to be at base 3, range 7, 4 11s.
Yep. So looking for
2
11.
sets of dice, Henny, on 11s, buddy.
No,
You're
but
scaring me
close.
with that
Yeah,
10.
it was close.
Wow. Okay.
Not
we
scaring
are
you,
gonna
it's
go
Scott that
next
needs to be worried.
To the Shadowcat.
I feel a kindred with Scott.
Shadowcat wants within 6 any unit can hit in the back.
Not within
yes.
not within 6.
Not within 6.
Attacked by an ally this turn. It does have 2 points of damage from long range, so it's going to fire at the helicopter across
Sure.
the board. It's going to be at base 3, range 7, 11s
Jump.
again.
Yeah.
Jumped 13.
Oh, 13.
Yep.
No, okay, so won't do that shot.
Nope.
Is there anybody else closer? No, so it's going to go to
It jumped?
yellow. Yellow on the command list is going to be highest armor.
Charger.
Chargers,
It
that's
jumped? Where's the red thing?
It's over there.
Oh.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be shooting Paul in the butt.
So
Yeah.
skill
Me?
3,
So-
5, 7.
Are we rear arc on Paul? I don't
9.
think so.
No, we're not. We're just behind him.
Yep.
9s.
9s. So it's going to be medium range. So it's going to
Yeah.
be 5 sets of dice at medium range.
Grumpy's
These
about to
Ryokins are
be
nasty.
less
Stormtroopers.
happy.
It's a Shadow Cat.
Oh, sorry, the Shadow Cat. Sorry.
And
you
does the
looking
Shadow
at the
Cat
right
have the
numbers?
same amount of
Yeah, it's
damage?
4 sets of dice.
4 type, yeah.
4 sets of dice.
Okay. I was gonna say that is like the hardest hitting Shadow Cat that I can
Is it
think
not
of.
shot in the rear?
No, not quite.
It's in the rear, but not the.
Not the rear.
It's not in the cone.
rear
It's in the arc of rear,
That's
but not
1.
in the
It's on you.
I don't have the charger in front of me, but someone does.
It's mine.
1 damage.
I
What
can
do
do
we got
that.
next?
Plonk.
Okay, next is 728. That's the Puma on this side of the board.
It is.
I
one
just
target.
picture Grumpy
Yep.
turning around and just shaking his fist like, why I
It's
oughta.
going to be at 3 sevens.
7s.
7s. It's got no OV. No. Cool. So it's going to be on short range. So it's 4 sets of dice on 7s.
All right.
That's one of
That'll
you.
be Henny. Yep.
Sure. 4 sets of dice on 7, so I
I
can...
took a gamble that it wouldn't come after the helicopter, and I was wrong.
Yeah. See 1, 2,
3.
3. Ooh.
All right. Can I have the Joe's Mistakes pen?
All right.
That was on the helicopter, so is it not a motive?
Yeah, we'll do
It
a
is,
We'll
yeah.
do a motive hit in a moment.
2 or 3?
3.
3
That is
points.
stripped.
And we
Ooh.
roll with a +1 because it is a rotor.
Yep.
6 would bring it up to a 7.
Need
7 not
9.
enough. He needs 8.
9.
All right.
Or 9, yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
9.
I'm learning.
You are. I'm impressed.
Next is
Pretty pressed
other
out.
Puma 808. What can it? What's in it? What can it shoot in the back?
Charger.
Charger.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. It wants.
Why they went there.
It's at medium range, so it's going to be at 3 sets of dice. Is he in the rear cone? Is
No.
he close enough?
No.
Okay.
9s.
So 3 sets of dice on 3, 5,
5, 6, 7,
4
8,
9s. Yeah.
I see
2.
1, 2.
I see 2.
Yeah. Almost 3.
So 2 more into the charger.
All right. We go to the Savage Wolf.
Henny, you've got the charger.
Last but not least.
I do.
Within 6, anything? No. Out to 24. Hit target in the rear. Nothing. It wants to attack by an ally this turn. It's going to try and
Yeah, it's
plonk that chopper from long range.
So skill 3. Is it skill 3 or 2?
3.
Skill 3. Long range.
11s.
I want to check something. Just on a hunch.
You think it might be
think it's
outside?
I think it
long,
might be
too?
outside of long. No, 38. All right. So 3.
3 sets of dice on 11s.
12s because there's a tree in the way.
He's elevated.
He's elevated to him.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Nothing.
Close.
Okay, nothing.
Very
I think you
close.
see Denny's terrible. Henny's terrible dice rolling again.
That's not terrible. It's a pretty good dice roll.
I'm rolling well for the deck,
11s are
not for
hard to
the
And
not for the network.
That's all the shots?
That's
that
gotta
brings
be.
up the end of the turn. We will clean tokens and go to initiative.
All right. I'll just hoard them in a pile.
So we haven't been doing bad so far. I would like to suggest a change to our strategy. I think we should try winning initiative.
All right, so
Good luck with that.
I don't
that
know.
was
it
not,
just-
I'll be honest with you. That was not the strategic change I expected. I was expecting something more to gag Joe.
Listen. Every time I come here and play a game with Joe, Joe moves a unit directly out into the open, and I go, "Are you sure?"
you the
And
enemy?
Joe goes, "Obviously," and then he gets shot at. And I don't know. I just have this weird deja vu thing coming.
You got your work cut out for you. Henny rolled a 10.
11.
Henny rolled a 10.
10, sorry,
Close
sorry,
enough.
4.
I mean, it's an 8 because of the initiative
Yeah.
thing, but yeah.
Oh, you
this-
guys are doing that now? You guys are doing the minuses? When
Yeah.
I play with Paul, he doesn't let me do the minuses.
Since Scouring Sands came out, I think we formalized it. Yeah, okay.
Still wins.
8 to a 7.
It was close that time.
Yeah. Strategy is very close.
So they have a total of 5 units to your.
Say we had 8.
Yeah, we haven't deployed
you
any of the
haven't
armor
deployed
yet.
the infantry yet. So it's. You're going to move 1 now and then
9.
2 to 1.
You have 9 units, I think. 2, 4,
Okay.
6.
What do we do?
9.
Okay, who is
Jesus.
the sacrificial lamb? Is it going to
You
be
have
the
10. The 2 choppers are activated.
Yeah. Okay. So
You're gonna go
we're
2.
moving 2 all the way down.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Brawlers first. Axeman and Marauder.
Yeah, I guess. Axeman.
Unless you got a really secure spot to put Gremlin.
We don't.
No,
Yeah,
we'll wait on
because she's
Gremlin.
tore up.
Is Axeman just going to get into these trees?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm. The thing with this Axeman is that it's kind of long-range fire support, but it also has the axe.
And a pulse
use-
laser. Well, several.
My understanding with that Axeman is you use the Axeman 2N as a long-range fire support until the action gets close, then you consider bringing it in. But for the most part, you treat it as the catapult that it is.
Right.
It's a better Crusader.
Okay, then she's going into the trees, and will continue to LRM unless someone wants to get into her face and mess with her.
Yep. Which,
It's a marginally better
yeah,
Crusader.
and then the Marauder, I mean, we want them to come and play.
You probably want Glamour to start getting towards the habitat for when that Savage Wolf and whatnot comes out, so she can get in there and
Yeah, I'm a little.
hand-to-hand combat. The Charger will probably be a good idea to drop it back there too,
Yeah.
and just start hacking things.
Well, we'll see. That's why I'm suggesting the Marauder first, because the Marauder is just guns. The Marauder is going to move up with armor and firepower, and it's untouched. So
All
where do
right,
we
so
want it?
we're gonna tuck it over this way so that when these guys come around, there's some trees.
Unless we're worried about the Shadowcat jumping behind it, yes.
We are.
I would say if you move the
Or we
Marauder
don't, we just
towards
bait
the
it out.
habitat and take cover behind it, it might deter the Aces units to want to come into the middle aggressively, make them come
Yeah,
around.
okay.
That would be my guess.
How much does that
would be-
Marauder walk, though? I
8.
don't want
8.
like with 8. I don't want to leave it out in the middle of that field, like we just did with the helicopter.
I mean, I would like to think that
Right,
that's-
8 puts it there, or do we?
We can get it right here.
Macro Raptor, to answer your question there real briefly while they're making
Okay.
the move here. Legacy is a 350 event, but it depends on the sortie. Tonight's event, we're not doing a true Legacy thing. We're just doing a one-off. So this is 385 points aside, basically, is what this is.
All right.
And
Let's-
crew ball. Oh, crew. I know crew. Crew. Thank you for your support, of course. Good to see you in the chat.
All right, so that's your 2 units moved. We will go to the Aces deck. Wow, this Savage Wolf always wants to go first. He's like the blundering commander. Aggressive. If there are any activated enemies within 24 and no unactivated within 12, remain aggressive.
Yep.
He's a missile boat, so realistically, they almost always want to go first. They
Was
just put
that
themselves in
true,
a standard
that
tree.
statement?
Oh, yeah.
Chris?
Because
Yeah.
this is within 24, and there's
Yep.
nothing within 12.
Yep.
Good to see you,
So,
Chris. Hey.
Range 18 wants line of sight and ranged activated blue. Activated blue is the highest movement.
Activated blue, there's only 2 units active, and they're both 1s.
Okay, so what's the closest
Keying
one?
off the Marauder.
It's keying off the
Closest
Marauder.
one?
Yep.
Keying on the Marauder.
Yeah.
It wants to have no unactivated units within 12 ground movement here. Move closer to target, cover from as many enemies as possible.
Can it jump?
No.
Then it's probably going to remain roughly where it is. Maybe move further into cover here, and
Yeah, it
that's
wants to move closer. That's it.
Yeah.
not.
It wants line of sight to the.
It can accomplish both by skirting the mountain ridge.
It's not going to be able to get line of sight. Not.
It's
not
10-inch
like this.
move. No,
It's
Yeah.
not getting line of sight no matter what. Which mech are you talking about?
Savage Wolves.
Yeah,
Savage
he's
Wolf's
gonna
right here.
make his way around. If he can't, unless he can climb, he's not gonna. He wants to get closer to the Marauder. He can get closer to the Marauder by going this way, and he still wants to get closer, but he wants to move around. Having the AI just go and T-bar into a wall is not a
Well,
sufficient
it's a
use of
missile
it.
boat, which is why I'm considering that.
Is an indirect fire boat.
Yeah.
My concern with that mech is I wouldn't want to put it to the point where the Charger can jump on it.
Right, but you can still move around. No,
It's got to move closer to the.
Closer to the Marauder, so it can move around and go to like here or here. If it gets any closer, then it's in Charger trouble.
Yeah, it needs to be. It wants to be outside of 12 of any of these.
Yeah.
So
I can still do that.
So just move them up into the woods in front of them.
that's probably what I would think. Is
Yeah.
this is the only place it can go that isn't moving actually further.
Dumb question. I can't tell from where I'm sitting. It looks like it might be able to see the Marauder.
There is a gap through
those
the
There's
woods.
a gap there. Yeah.
Then that's absolutely what he
Oh,
wants.
Okay.
Sure.
So we'll go
He's
in
going to
here.
shoot right through that gap and
Okay.
plug Deadbolt.
All right.
All right.
That's the solution to
That
the
works.
problem.
Yeah,
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesse, for that, because I couldn't quite see that from the angle.
No worries. Okay.
To the bad guys.
That's why you're the presenter.
There you go.
You want to try that again?
To the bad guys.
To To the bad guys.
I'm playing the good guys today.
Oh, okay. All right.
You heard it here first, folks. Paul has finally admitted the Clan Wolf are the good guys. He said it. You heard him say it. We have it on. We have it on tape or whatever they record things on now. In binary.
I think Aces is the first game in a while that's made me want to lose more than win.
Okay, sorry. Players. Okay. Now that we know where that Savage Wolf is, how comfortable do we feel about trying to... Is there anywhere we can put that Flash Man where we can put some hurt on it without getting more hurt in return?
Nope.
Not yet.
Okay.
Because it actually could get behind it, maybe.
Yeah.
Not easily. I would say that if we're going to be firing through the gaps here, why don't we fire back through the gaps?
I'll be honest. I got a question for you. How far away is that helo?
I feel like it didn't need to be prefixed with an assurance that you were being honest.
Yeah, that's true.
that was pretty
I'm
straightforward.
spitballing a really silly thing.
All right.
Put the helicopter behind it.
Have we got the range to drop infantry on it?
Take that for me.
Because
How far?
I wouldn't mind getting some motive crits or some throw armor criticals
it's 20?
on that.
You're looking for... It's a 20-inch move. If you have 20 inches...
Okay, no, I've got like 26 here. It's too
then-
far.
Okay.
Okay.
You get him within...
You'd have to get him within 3 because
Yeah,
you'd be
yeah,
half
3.
move for the infantry
Yeah, he's
at
not-
that point, so it's not happening.
Nope.
Why can't we bring the Charger around and just fire through the gap here?
We can. What's the Charger's? What has he got in terms of firepower?
It's a 3. It can overheat for 1, which it'll probably do because we want to get that TSM active for next turn.
That's decent. Let's do it.
All right.
I would leave it somewhere where it can...
Yeah.
It
Well,
has to
I
go.
wanna-
It has to go exactly where the Marauder is to be able to see.
Go
There's-
in front of the Marauder.
In
Yeah.
front. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like in the same line.
It's just, do we want to give it cover or do we want to have it ready to
Yeah, I
pop?
want cover.
No.
I don't think it would get cover from that anyway.
How far does
would
the
it?
Charger move?
10? 12?
12 when it's overheating.
Yeah, that's way more than enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see.
talking
it
about the
there.
jump,
It's
though.
gonna get woods and cover.
Sweet.
Okay, cool.
What's this TMM 2?
Yeah, it's got to be 2.
All right.
All right, and we got one more. Do we want to bring the Shadow Rack down, or do we want to wait on that?
I think that's happening regardless, right? We might as well. It's basically a sync. How far that way can you get?
How far this way?
Yeah.
10 inches, he said.
Yep.
So to about here?
Is he going to be able to fire into those woods from there?
No,
No.
not
Th-
yet.
Then there's no point.
Yeah, we'd almost be better to fall him back this way.
Well, if he can't shoot those guys, let's leave him. Let's move someone else because
Yeah.
we want that 4 damage.
The other option is we bring Gremlin behind the tree, like into the trees. We jump from here to here
Yep. I think that's
and take cover and
Hope for the best.
yeah, hope for the best is definitely what I had in mind.
That's your 2.
That is our
Yep.
2.
All right, to the Aces deck. Next up is the Puma on this side here in the middle of the board.
Yep.
If the ideal red is activated, and the unit can move to attack it without being in any activated enemy's line of sight and range.
who's ideal red.
Red is the lowest TMM. That'd be the Marauder.
Marauder or
Marauder or Axeman, but no, we can't move to attack him. He'll still be in the line of sight.
without being in anybody else's? Yeah.
Who is this?
I mean, he could technically
Puma
get behind
Pyre.
those two, but
Yeah,
they've
there's
already
not a
moved.
chance.
Yeah, no.
Like right now, this has got the arc that
Yeah.
way. There's no way.
Okay, we're going to go to balanced. If there are any activated enemies within 24,
Yep.
Yep.
going to be balanced. Zone range any. Line of sight and range to activated nearest.
Activated.
Paul.
Charger.
Charger.
Yeah.
Yep. So wants to stay out of as many enemy arcs as possible. No unactivateds within 12.
Heading-
Take woods cover if possible.
Heading
How far
this
does he jump?
way.
10. It's 10J.
Yeah.
12J.
Can he jump down here?
12J.
12J for sure.
12J?
Yeah, he can get in here.
If it
If he
jumps,
can get back there, he gets out of their
Oh, yeah, it's
arcs.
Cougar's
Yeah.
turn.
it doesn't get out of the Marauder's arc. It would get out of the.
I don't know, man.
the
I think
Chargers are.
No. The way the Marauder's positioned, the
Yeah,
stupid
the
mech
Marauder,
is
yeah.
sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's
So
like.
he wouldn't go there.
yeah. Okay.
Well, it might because it's only got one. It's behind the Charger.
He wouldn't go there.
He doesn't want to deal with the
Not
Marauder.
with these guys all in
Yeah.
arc, and
No,
then
it's
those
true.
guys move.
So if he was here.
Mm-hmm.
Now he could literally.
There's a version where it backs up.
If he's there, it's 2. If he's in there, if he's here, then
It's
he's
still
still targeted by 2.
I mean, it says fewest, not none.
Yeah, fewest. I think actually Tommy's move was the
How far can he jump? 12?
12.
Can he jump beside the other guy
Here?
and shoot through the gap?
No.
Has to have line of sight and range to the nearest unit though.
No. It's
Which is
probably maybe it might be here because it's got fewest number of activateds. This is only 2 rather than the 3 to 4.
I don't know if it has a
It'll be
shot
over
in here.
Cover for, that's kind of a suicide move.
Yeah,
I think
I don't think
actually
it has
the
a
best
shot
move-
through there.
The
though,
best
either.
move is it moves up right in front of the. It doesn't even in front of the Shadow Cat. Takes partial cover from everybody.
Here?
Can
Wait
see.
a second.
Or here.
It's 12, right?
Yeah.
12J.
Why wouldn't he jump in here and then deploy the elementals on it?
That's a possibility.
I mean, that's
because that's line of sight to of 4 different enemies.
Yeah.
Chopper
Possibly
could see
more.
him.
There's a lot of-
Firestarter could
there's-
see him.
I think that's
How
5
far
line
is
of
it from
5
the
enemies.
Flashman if he does that? He wants no unactivated within 12.
that's not within 12.
It is outside of 12.
Okay, so it's either what Tommy said or just stepping.
What's the distance?
forward.
What's the distance for the elementals? 3?
3?
He could jump in there. That gets this out of range. That gets the chopper out of range.
Yeah, but it would have the
Firestarter and the chopper. are the
Firestarter,
problem.
Charger, Marauder,
This thing?
Shadowhawk.
Kevin
All of that would
good
be on them.
example of how the deck gets smarter with the more people you put into it, right?
Yeah,
I think Tommy's first move is actually
I think so too.
the best
Back
idea
here?
I
if
don't
we
think
want to
it's-
be
I don't think it's gonna
aggressive.
survive if it does the elemental
If we
deploy. It'll
don't
get
want to
killed.
be aggressive, then what Paul's saying is just move it up.
For least, I mean, if the top instruction is least number of
Yeah,
arcs,
that's
it's
probably there.
here.
Yeah, what's the least number of enemy arcs?
Yeah, because I mean, it's the Marauder, yes. The Axeman, no. But it's behind the Charger.
You may want to tilt that a little differently, Jess.
Can
Yeah, well, you
is
think
there
like that?
space? Enough space? Can it move closer?
Nah, it's gonna have a
No,
back
okay.
shot anywhere it goes,
Like
pretty much. I
that.
think. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
That can't shoot it. That can't shoot it.
Yep.
Well, they haven't moved yet.
That's fine. This can.
Yep.
That can. This can. Probably won't.
No, I think that's the move.
There's actually a decent chance it will.
And that's a TMM of 2 plus the 1 for the jump.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, from here, do we want to bring one of our either Beskar or the Wraith back and just go into its back?
I mean, yeah, one of them for sure, especially if they can put their back into
Yeah.
some of this.
Not the other one, but
Beskar pled for Valhalla, so
He did.
I feel like Beskar volunteered if we maybe drop him like here-ish.
Yep.
I mean,
As he jumps, hungover, he's popping Tylenol.
And if the Shadowcat goes
Makes his
for it,
jump.
yeah, we force the Shadowcat up onto the
Yeah.
hill.
And that Shadowcat's in trouble if that happens.
And I think he's a 2.
It's 2, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
obsessed with
Beskar's a 2.
placement. With angles.
I think I gave you the.
Do you need one?
I'm out of 2s.
I gave him away. I have none. They either went to Joe or Jess.
And then we got one more.
Wait on the Wraith.
An argument could be made that we bring the Flashman around just to here, or like here behind the Adder, just shoot it, and if like these guys
you
aren't
don't
involved-
want the Flashman to get popped by anything because it's got like no armor.
Exactly. So this is a reasonably safe place for it. It's behind the Adder, and we just shoot it from here, and
Gives us shots at the
This
Adder.
is where it goes.
I mean it's your mech, so I'm gonna say if you want
Can't jump though.
yeah, can't jump, but if
No, inside.
you want to just park,
He gets cover here in case this tries to shoot him.
well, if he here it can't be shot.
He's behind
By that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's outside
the
of
Shadow
Rhosphere.
Cat-
No, but those other guys are going to come in and shoot.
Yeah.
And then
This guy
and
can't-
don't forget about the Adder
The
over there.
Stormcrow can't get there in time. The Adder can't get there in time. The Shadowcat can jump him.
The
That's the
Shadowcat
only
could,
thing
yeah,
it's
that's
going to
sure.
be.
Sure, if the Shadowcat wants to jump behind him and stay exposed, go ahead.
Exactly.
Okay, put him in the box.
Put him in the box, or no? I was saying.
No, no,
Yeah,
there.
that's
there.
what we're saying, yeah.
Oh, Joe's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll angle it like this because then the Adder can't come around for it.
Although as a big Alice in Chains fan, I was kind of hoping to get an excuse to sing I'm the Man in the Box, but anyway.
Yeah.
That's 2.
That is 2.
All right. Next to the Aces deck will be 824. That is the Stormcrow. Stormcrow wants to, if the unit can move behind the nearest activated enemy, remain aggressive.
It can. It won't have line of sight, but it can.
It can
Yeah.
move behind. It just needs a condition to
Yep.
stay in that,
Yeah.
that column, right? Zone any line of sight and range to nearest activated. Ground movement only. It only runs on the ground anyways. Wants to stay out of as many enemy lines of sight and range as possible. It wants no other enemy within short range, cover from as many greater or more powerful enemies as possible, occupy woods.
Who's this?
The Shadow Cat,
The right
Stormcrow.
Stormcrow right open.
I would say that the only, if I was the Aces deck, this sort of strikes me as just an investing in the next turn. It's probably, it can't get line of sight to it, the thing it's keying
But it
off
needs
of.
to get behind it, right?
It can get behind it, no problem.
Move it
No,
6
it
inches.
it doesn't need to get behind it. It just needs to
That was an
have
activation
to remain
condition.
aggressive. That's
Yeah.
Yep.
it wants to go line of sight and range to the nearest activated on the ground, and then all the other things I said.
Yep.
Out of line of sight and range from as many units as possible. No other enemies within short range. Cover from all the greater enemies as possible. Occupy woods.
I think he goes behind the other thing and shoots him through the gap.
Yeah.
Crew, I mean, we're still hoping to see you at Adepticons. We may get a chance to play together. Fingers crossed.
Getting is just truffle shuffling. into the-
That's one option for sure to,
Yeah.
to settle that
It
fairly
will,
easily.
It's currently looking at the Flashman. It cannot see the Flashman. There's just no way to do it.
Yeah.
I would say that it's either going this way and just not firing this turn, or not.
I mean, look, it's either it's going up and around to hit next turn, or it's shooting through the gap. If we can't settle, just roll a d6. Pick one.
Oh, sorry. Roll a d6.
Still
not
wants to
roll a Savage
optimize
Wolf.
damage. He doesn't want to not be shooting this turn.
Yeah, but it may completely lose out next turn. So I mean,
Then put it through the gap.
yep.
So
He's
you
a
put it
planner.
through the gap, or even if you swung him around a little bit more here, so it would have a shot at
He
the
can
Nova.
hit he can hit the Charger and the Nova.
He has until he's 25 to get.
Yeah.
He
That
doesn't
can
have
see
time
both.
to
That
go
can
around
see
the hill.
both. Yeah, and it cuts the Marauder out if you put him there, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So it goes there.
Nice, crew.
Do you
Looking
have
forward to it.
Do you have a thing?
No.
Can you
Okay.
turn him slightly toward like toward you? Yeah, like that. So that way
Wraith can't get behind him.
Makes
Not
it-
the
that
Wraith
makes it
can
easier
get
for the
behind him.
sorry, the
anyway.
Wraith gets behind him with that. If you do it, you have to go the other way. I think he cares less about the
that?
helicopter.
Yeah,
Yep.
helicopter he cares about.
Sure.
Wraith's a 14J. Can't come on.
Okay.
Especially with Scott Sauce.
And now us.
I was really hoping that.
Do we know what the final mech to move is of theirs?
Yeah, you get to know that. It's the Shadow Cat.
It's the Shadow Cat.
Oh,
They-
no, sorry. By 1 point. Sorry, other way. The other Puma. My
They
bad.
only have one mech left, right?
They have 2.
If it's that, let's get the helicopter out of Dodge.
Yep. Hold the Yep. Get it out.
Just do we want to just move it somewhere safe? Period. Not even worry about where. I managed to make my tape measure disappear.
I got spares.
Thank you. So do we want to put it somewhere where it can shoot, or do we just want to bring it around for a second?
Or do we want to put it somewhere it can drop elementals and be useful?
Yeah, I mean, we could like bring it down to the ground and drop elementals, or grade
Oh,
up.
you want to drop them on him.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I
but we're
wanna
not
drop
go-
them on something.
We haven't won initiative in a while, so I don't know if we can. Especially not against this guy who's moving last.
Put the helicopter into just safe for now.
Park it here.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go over
Put it where
here.
he cannot be shot.
We're gonna go here, and we're gonna bring it all the way down. Oh well, no, he can jump, so we got to go further than that.
Okay.
He can jump.
Yeah, can we get over behind the formation there?
We can try. We got 20.
Can he fly in here?
We can. We got 20 inches to do it. So,
Put him here.
well, we can park him in the woods.
It's a helicopter.
Yeah.
He's above the woods.
Oh, that's true. It'll chop the. Yeah. Whoop. We're gonna do that.
I say
you
Scott
can't-
Sauce
you
with
can't-
some
you
really
have to
fancy
pay the
flying,
inches
just
and-
level
Yeah.
1 right
dropping
there.
Oh,
elevations.
that's right. That's right.
So you'll be up there still.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well,
It would be fun, right? Like do like a Star Fox, like go through the blocks and.
I always forget the relationship between tree zones and the actual
And
physical
blades?
trees.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So that's one.
That's one.
This is
and
why
we got-
hovercrafts don't do well.
Move
in his
the
hands.
other hover, I think, because we want to wait for that shadow. Well, as best we can, anyway. That I think we're deploying some battle armor.
Just drop it on the adder.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, Adder might be doomed anyway, but like if battle armor and the chopper take out the Adder, then Beskar can hit that Savage Wolf, which is what I
Yeah.
like. So I think this is just going to come over here. Whoop, 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 whoop,
We'll
And
pay
drop
whatever
some
we need to
elementals.
get it.
and we will drop some battle armor. Like it's even got a big flat landing pad sized head,
Excellent.
All right.
like Christina Ricci.
Crew ball, just so you know, when we're at Adepticon, we will definitely hang out with you. Come out, play a game with us, whether it's at one of the legacy tables or if it's post after. We always usually are there for late night games and whatnot. So we will absolutely take out some time to hang out with you. Okay.
Pass me one of those infantry stands, please. We're dropping Stuart.
And there you go.
Josh will be there. I will not.
Is that no? Is that, oh, you dropped it on?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're just.
I
Gonna,
thought you were trying to say the elementals. I was giving you elemental stand.
No, those are our boys. They're gonna.
Oh, the elementals and the Grey Death power armor are fighting on top of the adder.
Yeah.
They're, like actually fighting like it's a Smash Brothers stage.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we were dropping the elementals onto Paul.
It's kind of a Rise of Skywalker
no,
going
it's
over
too
here.
far away.
Should have our guys get some horses.
All right, to the Aces deck. This is the Shadow Cat.
There we go. Get out of here, Shadow
Aggressive.
Cat.
If the ideal red is activated, the unit can move behind it. Red in this instance is the lowest TMM.
How far can it jump?
Marauder.
It can move.
It's a 12 jump. It's
Yep.
a 16 move.
16 run or a 12 jump.
That is behind the Marauder.
Yeah.
Yep. So it technically, so it's going to be aggressive.
Yeah.
It wants within 16, line of sight and range to activated red. Lowest move. So what's within 16? That's me or the Marauder.
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 Because
Marauder.
it's the lowest
There we go.
TMM.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
Move behind the target, cover for as many enemies as possible, occupy woods, and in as few enemy arcs and line of sight in
Jump
range as possible.
12 can get him back here. He's behind the Marauder. He's behind the Charger.
Give him cover from the woods.
Protects from the Flash Man. Just deals with these idiots.
Yeah, and he doesn't worry. He's not worried about a fire starter.
And I think that Shadowhawk then can get down into a position
Be
where
careful.
careful of this guy.
That's where he's going. His rear arc is protected from these two, but not getting in that wraith that can jump it.
Yeah?
And that is
Okay.
TMM3.
just as Shadowhawk can come down and put himself in a position to shoot that and not be hit by anything else, I think.
Shadowcat's a 3?
Shadowcat is
A 2 on a jump.
Yeah.
2 on a
so.
jump. Could I get another 2, please?
Well, it would be a
Chris,
3,
how you
but yeah.
doing?
You know what I mean.
They say these guys have elementals on
I
them,
don't
don't
have
they?
enough. Yeah. I don't have a 2, Joe.
I have collected all
Joe's
the
hoarding.
twos.
I have no dice.
It has a
Oh.
big enough jump that it could get here and deploy elementals and still be behind them.
No, it only jumps 12.
Crew, I wouldn't I
It
wouldn't wait
walks
for
16,
registration.
It doesn't jump.
I think just come
16.
find us. We'll be there.
Oops. Yeah, we get there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he wants to be behind it.
Okay.
All right, so we need to decide what to do with the Shadowhawk and the Wraith. Do we want the Wraith tangling with a Stormcrow, or do we want it to, or do we want to try and get that
Can it still deploy the elementals?
that Shadowcat out of the picture?
No, it has to do it on its turn.
It just landed. Can it not just deploy it?
It doesn't make any sense to do so. Then there's
These guys are
stuff
too
right in
slow. They come out here, then they can make their way
No,
in.
next turn it's gonna deploy them because it's gonna be in base to base or
If
very
it-
close
if it
to you.
lives.
Yeah, yeah. Shadowcat should be fine. It's pretty hard to hit.
Yeah.
And if it does get hit, it has a bunch of guys hanging on to it to be a blade of armor.
Yeah. I think that Puma's going to cease to exist, but
Do we want to use leverage our Wraith to try and make the Shadowcat not exist as well? We've got 3 guns trained on it, possibly 4, possibly 5.
yeah, you can definitely move the Shadowhawk.
So... Okay, well, hold on. Am I doing the Shadowhawk or the Wraith? I got 2 conflicting
we gotta do
instructions
both.
there, boys.
We got to do both.
All right. Wraith was what, 16?
14.
Yeah. 14J.
Ooh, 14 doesn't quite get him safe.
I don't know if we need to worry about safe.
That gets him here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's fine.
Still get shot, but it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the first game Josh hasn't taken.
Is that
like,
another 2?
multiple shots in the first
It is
4
a
turns.
3.
There's a 3.
Do
A
you
3 I
it clear?
have.
Okay. And then we also have the Shadowhawk. I say we want the Shadowhawk to have a good shot on either of those targets. We don't need it tangling with
No.
the...
No.
I am loath to say the word no move, so I'm not going to.
Don't move.
But if someone else suggests
It might be a don't move. I don't think it's going to be the priority target for anybody.
Before we do that,
I think stand still.
You're in 24.
checking range,
You're fine.
24. Are we 24 over there?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Good.
Nope. I think it's stand still. Carefully line up a rack shot.
Okay. Then,
No, that
can you carefully line up a rack shot, or is it just kind of
All right,
No,
Paul's
no,
next.
couching before
Is you exhale when you squeeze the trigger.
for a long time?
That's your last
Yeah.
move, correct?
That is our last move.
All right, so we are
El
going to
Puma.
go to the Puma over here hiding behind the hill. If the ideal red is activated and the unit can move to attack it without being in any activated enemy's line of sight or range. I think that is true because it can come around over here.
It can
Red's
go
going to be the
here.
lowest TMM.
Marauder or
It's
Avalon.
Marauder or
Yeah, I believe
No,
that
this is the lowest TMM now.
Oh, no move.
Yeah, he didn't move. He's gonna come around this way.
But then it will be within line of sight of the
Okay,
helicopter.
it can come all the way back here.
Yeah.
Still going to be in line of sight
Yeah.
of the helicopter,
Nope.
which is what it wanted.
Helicopter's facing this way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helicopter's facing this way to get the shot over
Yeah,
there.
there's
this,
no way it's
This
gonna
is
be
the
able-
180
so the
right
Puma
here.
moves 12J.
Yeah. You
No,
can go
behind the line.
No,
line.
for a helicopter, it's behind
It's-
this line.
yeah.
Is it
It's
behind the
it's
line
the
on
mi-
the
it's
center?
the
It's right on the
180.
center. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it can go there and be out of range.
Sure. Give me the measurement.
And it has 12J or can 12.
Well, let's see if it can walk first. So 4 inches to there, and then
Does it have the base width to get by there?
Well, then we'll have to see if it can jump. But it's getting there if it's walking.
Yeah, I can get there.
Yeah, but that's in front of
That looks pretty
No, it's
helicopter
not.
That's in
shooty.
front. That is in front of the helicopter.
and then just jump.
It's not.
Then if it jumps, it can do it. So if it jumps, it's going
Yeah,
all the way
just
back
it's
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we have to be on a jump.
Okay.
Okay.
And there's
That's a jump for
no
2.
reason to deploy.
All right.
And that is the movement phase. We go to firing phase for
we
turn
go.
4.
Okay, players shoot first. We got a lot of guys on the board right now. I guess first thing, you want to guess we'll resolve that anti-mech attack first? Because
Yeah, I mean, I would say resolve this stuff that only has 1 or 2 shots.
yeah, okay. Gray Death. Skill of 4, 5, 6, so 7s. Straight up and down. Oh, there it goes. All right.
I was zooming in to see where the shot was going for everybody to see where the attack was.
Man! All right.
Swing and a miss.
This is why Henny was rolling.
It's too cold out there. It's too cold out there for those guys.
Okay.
It's that awkward
There's-
moment where Stuart misses and like, oh no, I'm in
There's-
trouble.
Record scratch. Maybe you're wondering how I got myself in this situation.
There's glamour with 1 shot.
Yeah, Glamour can only see the Shadow Cat. I don't have her card, and someone else
I
needs to...
do.
Who's
It's,
this?
That's Gremlin in the
If
fire
you're at
starter.
medium, it's 3, and she's a skill 3.
Yeah. Yeah. So looking for 3. We are not counting the tree right in front of us here.
No, we're in there. We're
So
good.
3, 5, 6 for the jump. 8s into the Shadow Cat.
Okay, how many
Sounds
on?
about right.
How many for 8s?
3.
3. Looking
on
for 8s.
2.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's-
2 in.
2
roll
damage.
2.
This
Roll.
is on who?
this-
on that
Well, hold on.
adder in there, but let's see if it's elementals or not. Oh, go ahead, Henny.
elementals, 1 not.
No and no.
No, it's gonna be 5/6. So
Oh, it's
took
5/6
out, took
elementals?
out his armor.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
So we
Wraith
got the
time?
Wraith or the Firestorm.
I'm sorry, that was the Axeman, right? That was the Shadow Cat, not the adder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we
the Shadow
followed.
Cat.
That's oh
No, I took it off the adder. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go +2
yeah,
there.
and we went to the
And
Shadow
it's
Cat.
Shadow Cat, so took out the Shadow Cat's armor. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Wraith or
Wraith into the Shadow Cat. That's
yeah,
the only
it's only
shot
got 1.
it's got, and
Okay.
it's going to be a good shot.
So 3 dice.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
1 3 pairs.
Yep.
I see
Hey.
a through armor critical
2
hits.
and 2 hits.
Yeah.
So this is on the Puma now.
On the Shadow Cat.
Shadow Cat, so it killed it. Doesn't matter.
All right.
Do we roll for elementals here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, roll it just in case. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you might.
All right. So I got 3.
You don't want to roll a 5 or 6.
2 hits.
Yeah. Roll low this time.
I rolled 1
Just
6.
cut one.
Okay.
Just cut one.
So is the Shadow Cat still up?
Yeah.
So the
well,
Shadow
well,
Cat's
then
still
roll-
up. Then we
then
got to
we
roll
roll
the
now
through
your
armor
crits.
attack.
You roll your crits.
Yeah.
8 is a
You guys got
weapon,
the charts over there.
and 4 is
Engine.
Fire
an-
control.
fire control.
Weapon hit, fire control hit.
Well, he's
Well, now
basi-
we can try picking it up with the fire starter if we want.
Yes, we do want that.
Now it's 1 shot, but it's I want to say fire starter is a skill 4.
Yeah,
Then we're looking for 9s, I believe, because it's 4.
it's 9s.
Yeah.
All right. 1 shot, and are we close? No, we're not.
Nope.
We're not close enough for the heat weapons.
No.
2d6. You just need, and you need 9 up.
Yeah.
Come on, Henny.
All right. You can do this here, Gremlin.
Big
Nope.
Money Joe
Ah.
is correct. It is 4 versus the AI.
All right.
Frustrating.
We do. I mean, we do have our helicopter still, although I don't know why it's facing this way.
I thought it was facing this way to hit the shadow.
We have options.
We were hoping to hit the shit sandwich.
Let's resolve what we can into the adder, because we theoretically have our Flashman to help pick things up. We have our Shadowhawk to help pick things up.
Does
so
Flashman want to shoot the adder or try to finish off the Shadow Cat?
That's a lot of firepower to waste into a Shadow Cat that's got 1 HP left.
Well, we got
1
Beskar,
HP
right?
plus
Yeah, Beskar might
elementals.
be able to come over here, though.
No, but Beskar can also pump into the adder.
Okay. What can the Shadow Rack see?
Both. These guys can both see both of them.
Yeah.
So I would say have the Flashman go into the Puma next and see if it's still standing.
Okay.
Flashman into Puma next? Okay.
That would be
I
my
believe
thought.
that. I'd buy that. Okay.
Okay.
So you got 4 at medium, Tommy?
Or is what skill is
I don't know.
skill is
I ride Highlanders.
furry here?
This is Negaverse, Tommy.
Ilclan era, Tommy.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
just
Is
some
it
guy
a
named
skill 4
Tom.
then or skill 3?
It is a skill 3.
And-
Sorry, 4. It is a skill 4.
So then
Skill 4, and he's 4 at medium?
I don't
I
know.
don't have the
That's
Who are you
Right.
shooting?
It is 4
Who's
yeah, it's
shooting
4
who?
medium.
The Flashman into the adder.
So
So skill 4 moved for 3, I believe,
Yep.
with the jump,
Yep.
and 1 for cover. I don't see anything else. So 8s.
4,
medium
5,
range.
6,
Oh, medium range
7,
10s.
9, 10s.
Oh.
A whole lot of miss.
Nothing.
Yep.
No.
Now can we fire Beskar? It's in short range. He's
Yeah.
jumping.
Yeah,
I think you're
I-
gonna hit this.
I
think you're-
didn't. I was hoping Beskar could help with that, but no, Beskar's got to wrap this Puma up.
Yeah.
We're in short range. Beskar's skill 4 or 3.
A 3, so
3.
5 with the jump, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Beskar at 8s. I don't know how much he throws. I don't have his card.
You should have 3. Yep.
3
at
short
medium.
looking for 8s.
3 at short, 3 at medium. Yep.
Okay.
All right, Big B. Do something. Whether it's elementals or
I see 1.
1.
1.
1.
Your rear arc.
Sorry, which one
Your
was
rear
this?
arc.
Oh,
you get one more.
I'm rear arc? Yeah. Okay.
And roll for elementals after that.
Yep.
Hey! 2 armor critical.
All right.
So I'm going to roll 1 dice for each one of the 2 that hit.
Yep.
Both
Both
are-
No,
are
you killed
low.
it. You killed it.
Both hit the mech.
You killed it.
Excellent.
You killed it.
All right.
It's gone.
Adder's gone.
Yeah. Now we can use the Shadowhawk to take out the Shadow Cat if we want.
Which I think we do. There's no
Yeah.
other good target, right?
Yep.
Don't do that. They still got to fire.
I know, but that way I know he's down.
Yeah.
After he's fired, I'll take him off the board. Yeah, I don't think there's any other target for Shadow Rack. I think he's within medium.
It is. We checked.
Yep. So skill of 3, standstill. So it's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7s for medium range.
Not bad.
4 looking for 7s.
Sorry.
Even a Jesse should be able to do that,
Oh,
right?
Why would he say that?
4 looking for 7s. Folks in the chat, come on, cross your fingers for me.
Yeah, that'll do it.
There we
There we
go.
go.
2, 3.
Do the elementals even have enough to soak it?
Which unit is it?
Shadow
The
Cat.
Shadow Cat?
No, you might as well roll. You could get 3 6s.
Shadowcat's already dead.
No, it's not.
Oh no, it had
No, it's
one.
not.
It had one.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
roll 3 dice.
Yeah, roll
Yep.
3 dice.
Let's see those 5s and 6s.
I don't even know if the elementals have enough health to soak.
Yeah, they have 3 health.
Oh.
Nah,
2
yeah.
damage to elementals.
And
But
1
you
to
killed it.
And
Yeah.
1 damage to the mech.
So the elementals are barely still standing.
Yeah,
All right.
you can roll crit against the elementals.
Do they jump out now?
They take a critical point.
Yeah,
Do
they
they
only
jump
take a
out, though?
weapon
They
hit,
die
right?
when the thing dies.
Yep.
anyways.
All right. You want to do it, Jess? Or you want me to?
You go for it while I'm cleaning my dice up.
That's a 10.
I have no idea
And I
what that would
believe
be.
the
an
only
element.
thing.
Yeah,
I
on
believe
elementals,
the
I
only
got
thing
no
infantry units can take
There's
is
no
weapon
way
hit.
you guys are losing this match.
As of now, no, but we took.
No. Everything is too light.
We've got a. We can fire through here. Well, we should fire through here.
Did you take the weapon hit off the elementals?
They're dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's it. You done firing?
No, we got
Nope.
these guys to fire through, and we got this.
Yep. Okay, so somebody roll for the Charger, roll for the
All
Marauder.
right. Grumpy, you want to overheat this turn?
I think it's safe to say that the network's in good shape here, unless there is a devastating turn of a fire.
Which, you know, there's a lot of clan firepower on board
Yeah.
that still could happen.
Do it. Do the overheat. We want the TSM anyway.
Yeah, we want the
Oh,
TSM.
true.
So that was basically what I was
Burn,
asking.
baby, burn.
All right, so we're gonna drop 4 pairs of dice at medium range. Grumpy's a 3.
Yeah, no, 4.
4. Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Because cover entry.
Nothing. Would have been good if it was a little bit 1 point lower.
All right, TSM kicks on. Something
Yep.
accomplished.
All right,
Deadbolt, Marauder.
And the Marauder.
Should be the same number.
And is it a 3 or a 4?
That is a 4.
Then we are absolutely looking at a.
This is on the Savage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's also 10s. I still got nothing on them. And then what do we want to do with our lone helo?
Can you see anything besides? I mean, I think
Oh
it's
no, we can't shoot this.
No, you can't shoot that.
So
You
that's
can
the only
see
thing.
Exceeds
Can-
Stormcrow.
All right, take a long range pocket.
Oh, it can't.
Oh, he doesn't
If
have
it's-
long
Yeah,
range.
if it's long range, we can't do it.
Yeah, then we got
Then I
nothing.
think that's it.
Yeah.
The only other target I had would have been the one that got knocked down.
That helicopter
And-
can do it.
Oh, that helicopter hasn't fired.
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't think he can see him though.
And
Which
I
is
don't.
probably what we want.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any surviving elementals either. So. Yeah.
Nope. All right, players are done.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. We go to the Aces deck. First up on the Aces deck is going to be not the Savage Wolf this turn, surprisingly. 708. So the Puma on the left that got destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make this dead so I don't keep forgetting. Is going to be within 6, and you can hit in the back.
Within 6, it can hit in the
Yeah,
back.
just
Not,
rear.
not
Doesn't
in,
need the
not
extra
in like
dice.
not with bonus rear damage.
Just
Yeah.
rear.
Yeah.
But within 6, I don't think
Within
so.
6, then 24, same thing. Rear.
Yeah.
Yes?
Got the Charger.
Okay,
Yep.
the Charger. So we want to have. We're going to be at 3. It jumped, right? 5. It's outside. It's outside of 6, or just that's.
It's just
It's
outside
outside
of
of 6.
So
It's like 8.
3, 5, 7, and then 2, 10, 9s. It's going to need 9s to hit them. And it wants nothing on target number 9 or less to OV or anything like that. So it's going to be firing.
What's
pairs?
shooting?
4 sets of dice.
What's shooting?
The destroyed Puma here.
It will
Yeah.
overheat then.
It doesn't have overheat.
Oh.
Oh no, it does have overheat.
It has
It
one
always
OV, yeah.
overheats if
Oh,
destroyed.
It's 5 sets.
OV1. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 5 sets of dice.
5 sets of dice. Looking for
Nines.
9.
What's it shooting at?
The Charger.
My guy, the Charger.
Grumpy. I see 1, 2.
Just 2.
I see 2.
Okay. Grumpy takes 2.
All right, next is gonna be 722, which is the Savage Wolf. Savage Wolf wants within 6 attack by an ally this
Yeah,
turn.
Grumpy.
Then
Charger.
24, firing at the Charger. It's gonna be 5 sets of dice at medium range. Gonna be at 3, 5, 7 partial covers, 8.
Sounds right.
Sound right?
1,
2.
2.
2.
2. Yeah.
2 in on Grumpy.
Yep.
Stripped.
Get over here, Blue.
All right. Next is going to be. We have 824. It's going to be the Ryokan. The Ryokan wants within 24 whatever it can hit in its rear arc.
Nope.
Most armor lost.
Grumpy.
Charger.
Charger. You can see me, right?
Yeah.
Crack. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
it's the
what it
only
wants to
thing.
fire at. So it's going to be at base 3, range 5, cover 6. Cover is movement is 8.
And it's 3 pairs.
And
It should be 10 just because it's the exact same roll as a Savage Wolf, except it's got a tree in the way
That's
now.
right. So yeah, you're around 10.
3 looking for
9s, you mean?
9s. You're correct. is
Wasn't it
9s.
looking for 9s?
He was looking for 8s.
Oh,
No, I
then
was
yeah,
looking for
my
8s.
mistake.
9s was the, yeah.
Nothing for
Adder.
overheat here. TN 5, TN
3
7.
sets. Looking for 9s.
Nada.
Nothing.
Nada. 1, 8.
All right.
Thank God for the tree.
847 is the Shadow Cat that was destroyed. Shadow Cat wants within 6 what it can hit in the rear arc.
Nope.
Then out to 24, same thing. It's
Paul.
going to be on me.
Thanks again for your support, crew. There are some environmental rules. Like on an extremely cold planet, you would add bonuses, or the other way around, on an extremely hot planet, that would affect heat. We're not usually doing that. That doesn't come up a lot in Alpha Strike.
I believe we're 4 at medium.
Yeah, he has no OV on this guy. There's OV 0. So,
Okay.
He's going to be at 3, 5, 7s?
9s.
9s.
9s. Plus range. I see 1, 2, 3.
Henny.
That's 1.
Oh, 9s, not 7s. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
My bad, my bad.
Finally
Paul
rolling
said
well against me.
things and, yeah.
All right.
But
so
that
that's
is a
1.
crit, right?
That's a crit chance, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can roll that. Boxcars.
Engine hit.
Yeah.
No, was that 3 or?
It's 3.
It was
That
3.
was 3.
Oh, I saw Snake Eyes. Okay.
Even if it was, it wouldn't have mattered. That thing's got no ammunition,
That's right.
weapons.
We went over this. There's no LRM rack.
Yep.
All right. The last Puma wants to hit whatever can hit in the back
Yes.
Shadowhawk.
or the chopper in the rear arc.
That's right.
No cover.
Yes.
So it wants the chopper. It's continuing its hunt
Sure.
mission.
Yep.
It's going after Scott Sauce.
Sorry, Scott. It's Joe's fault.
3. It doesn't get the extra set of dice, but it's 3. Going to be
11s.
5 11s. Yeah.
Why wouldn't he shoot the shadow cat or shoot this thing instead then at a lower rate? It's the same difference, and the TMM is lower.
The deck does not distinguish.
What does it say?
Yeah, what's our tiebreaker?
You see?
The tiebreaker's no cover.
They both have no cover.
No. He's got to shoot through level 1 woods to get up at him. And then red,
at the Shadowhawk?
and then you go to red is the lowest TMM, but this is closer.
Not meaningfully.
Yeah.
Nope.
So it's going to fire at the Shadowhawk.
Yeah, that makes
so
Even with
it'll
the through the trees?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a lower mod because he didn't move.
It's the difference between 11s and 7s or 8s.
Yeah. No, it's just a
Yeah.
question of
So it's going to be 3 sets of dice.
if
Cover
cover was
a
the priority
frosty
on the
silence
card.
on the drive home.
Yeah. 3 sets of dice.
All right. Well, I will roll against myself.
Do you want me to roll against you?
No.
Because I'm rolling good for the deck.
Your dice make me
I think
Not
you
nervous.
should
good
do
for
it. I
these
think you
guys.
should do it, honey. Let's do it.
All right. It's Tommy's house.
All right. Well, it's Tommy's house, so we will do the
There you go.
yellow and blue, and I will do the purple because I like the purple. Okay, so the purple
That's
hit.
pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
We got 1.
I will take 1.
Yeah, you can handle that.
Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah.
And
All you guys have
that-
armor.
Shadowhawks do not excel at a lot of stuff, but survivability is actually one of them.
They do not excel at a lot of stuff. They do not fail at a lot of stuff either.
Yeah.
That would be the end of turn 4.
All
Okay.
right.
Drag your tokens.
This is
We're going to clear 2 dead mechs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say, what time is it? It's 9:15. You guys want to have a brief chat here? The clans, logically speaking, would step off the board, step off the board, step off the board.
There's no way they're gonna fight this.
Yeah.
It's not even. Is it even balanced point wise?
Yeah, it's balanced.
Oh, because you stuffed a bunch of elementals onto mechs that are gonna blow up the moment they get shot by one other mech.
No,
No.
they're that was a modifier for the scenario,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
But it's more that, we leverage the terrain advantage more
Yes.
than anything else.
You leverage the terrain advantage, but you got 3. You activated 3 waypoints in 1 turn
Mhm.
on turn 2,
Yeah.
which gave you an extra turn to have activation with your units.
Mhm.
That's the main thing I've seen that you managed to pull off. You didn't suffer a turn where you were taking fire with unactivated units.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, that's right. The condition to activate half of our force
Was
the
contingent on
waypoints.
waypoints.
Yeah, that's right.
It was so long ago.
But also, you know what? Like, this factors into, like, one of the major parts of Alpha Strike is list building. And when we and the community, you folks at home, are working on building the network, we built a pretty mobile force, right? Even our heavier guys here, quote-unquote heavy, can really hoof it. And this is a perfect example of how that really helps.
Yeah. Quick units. Flashman's quick. Really, the only slow unit on the board is
the Axe-
Marauder and the Axeman.
Yeah.
Everything else is what a classic player would call a
Cavalry.
cavalry unit or a 5/8 profile,
Yeah.
basically, or greater, which is very, very important.
I recently learned that Ranger Lances are an actual term. I thought
Yeah.
it was just a
Yeah, it's for battle mechs that come from the north.
Jesse, what's a Ranger Lance? I don't know. Please explain.
Well,
it
they're
to me.
descended from Numenor.
Oh Lord.
Moving right along. Yeah, so we exchanged a bunch of fire, but our guys activated way before the clans anticipated they would. On this turn, the Bane we salvaged would be activated, so all of a sudden they see...
Well, not activated. It would have been put into the garage.
Oh, okay, so that's...
Put into the garage.
Regardless, they're not recapturing it, and they're worried about a ton of LRMs. Yeah, this is where the clan recon force would step back and get away from our base. All hail, praise Echo.
Which is worrying because, this is the recon force, which means who knows what could be coming next.
Exactly, but stay tuned to
Yeah.
find out what happens next to the network.
It's a good time for them to be pulling back in terms of the network, though, too, because Grumpy's in pretty rough shape. So is Glamour and Gremlin.
Furry
So
needs
if we can
armor.
get them into the mech
Furry
base,
is rough
yeah.
shape.
Not
Furry-
damaged, but
Furry took it
for
on
reasons
turn 1,
of give us a turn, give us a day or two to rearmor them. And
That's why I said, like, if you guys did not get away with that on turn 2 with the 3rd activation,
Yeah.
the Flashman is generally the workhorse hammer in the unit, and you would have been in trouble because now you would have had to rely on the Marauder to do that, and the Marauder is a lot slower than all these Omnis out there.
Yeah.
A lot slower.
Well, we know you, Paul. We know those waypoints are going to be important. We You've telegraphed your fighting style. Okay, yeah, but I think that is the sortie for tonight. So closing thoughts, I guess you want to start with the Game Master, how you're feeling about all that, and anything that's coming up. I guess you already mentioned it a little, but next week we've got Josh Dirksen coming in to talk some Snowblind stuff.
Yeah, so we got some exciting news next week for Snowblind. Stay posted to social media for updates and information what we will be discussing. We'll be running a sortie as well that evening, not necessarily a direct Snowblind sortie, but something related to it. So it'll be very themed, a lot of fun. So we hope to see you guys all next week for that. As usual, Monday nights up in Barrie with these two gentlemen on my right. That would be Henny and Joe at Sir Games a Lot for their weekly Mercenary Mondays game. What are you guys calling it now? You're calling it the Lakeside Periphery.
The region is the Lakeward Periphery.
The Lakewood Periphery Demolition Derby.
Or the
And
Monday
then
nights.
You got Jesse, Avalon, and Scott are running games on Wednesday nights at Harry T's for weekly Wednesday Armored Combat. We got Josh Dirksen on Tuesdays running BattleTech Aces and Alpha Strike games at the Game Chamber in London. We got the demo team over at Forbes Hobbies running every Wednesday night, and of course us here Friday Night Aces. We're looking to get some more programming out for you guys in the very near future. Look for X7 at the end of March near Adepticon, and some other cool things like shorts coming up for BattleTech. You'll see those popping up on social media, and the beginnings of another serial show that will be pre-recorded, post-production, 30 to 40 minutes in length kind of thing, going from there. And I'll flip that over to the guys, and you can talk about what you got coming up.
Whew. That was quite the thing. What is this? Some notes, just in case. For those of you heading to the Game Chamber on Tuesday, Josh Dirksen's game most of the time, Game Chamber has moved to a new location. They're still in London. They're literally kind of around the corner of where they used to be, but you want to check out their website, check out their Facebook, just make sure you have the right address. Some of the photos they've been posting, it looks like it's a cool new space, but if you go to the old one, you're not going to find BattleTech there. So be sure to check that out. Weekly Wednesday Armored Combat this week. We got a special guest in, Ed Stevens. Besides being a CDT agent, also an assistant developer on the new Hotspots Draconis Reach book. Is going to be in. He's going to be showing off some new mechanics and some new things that are coming in that book. On his way out of the store, I'm going to knock him from behind and try to steal any copies of Hotspots Draconis Reach he has. If you would like to help me with that ambush, you know where to find me.
Actually, I may try and make an appearance there this week for exactly that reason. I will be on the other side of him by his knees so that when you push him over, he lands.
Right.
Win initiative, you get the extra set of dice.
There you go. So we're going to see how that goes.
See if you can mug him for a Ranger Lance while he's down.
What's a Ranger?
I could go for a while. No. The only other thing I think we missed is new episode of Second Circuit, Monday morning. Like every Monday morning, this is the one we've built up to where Joe and I are going to have our TRO Project Phoenix fight. Which is very exciting to me because I didn't even realize that was a thing. But no, we got to settle the score here.
There is a madness that has gripped BattleTech players with this TRO. I don't know.
This is we have to agree to disagree. It's going to be a blast. We hope you enjoy it as much as we do. That, I think, is everything that's coming up in the immediate future, but of course, keep a lookout as we get to March. We've got Toronto Comic-Con coming up March 20 to 23rd in downtown Toronto. We will be there. It won't exactly be the Aces Legacy format, but we will be running a cool Aces table
similar.
based on some stuff that we've set up for that, and then a couple days later, we will probably be on our way to Adepticon.
100% on our way to Adepticon.
Excellent.
It's just a matter of how the Legacy format is going to work, but we will be there running BattleTech and, of course, running the studio there for Catalyst and their streams.
All right, not this week, but next week, I believe I'll give a shout out to River, one of our guys up in Barrie, who some of you have met at the cons. He's going to be running his first campaign as part of the leadership team for our Monday Nights group. He's doing an attrition-based campaign. Once again, that's going to be next Monday, not the Monday coming when we're just doing a Hinterlands League.
Can't wait to see what he does. River's a cool kid.
The preview is it is called Operation Dreamcatcher, and it's actually involving the Filtveld Coalition, which he is over the moon about.
And I get to most likely play my Knights of Randus again.
Filtvelt's great. They're like the Federated Sons like kid that like moved out and got his own house and is sort of like just getting established. They're adorable. And they paint their mechs orange. So that's a thing, I guess.
And they have money for the pigment.
High-vis gear.
Yeah, there you
Johnny,
go.
You got anything, buddy?
Thank you for watching.
We'll see you next Friday. Stay out of trouble. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for
guys.
supporting. Like and subscribe.